Last episode. Sorin woke up and casted Identify on his abyssal spellbook to learn if it had any magical properties. He learned the spellbook did not require attunement, but to cast spells from it, the command words must be spoken in abyssal. Not only that, but the spellbook itself originated from the abyss. Vekni spoke with Doomfist at the bar, the monk wearing a yellow bandana and opened blue button-up shirt. Doomfist had a shaved head. He was slim, with a low body fat, rippling abs, and was very vascular. Doomfist appeared to be quite devout to a god called Temagorgos, a golden lesser god of divinity, with angel wings and a feline face. Doomfist said Temagorgos protects the mortal realm of Cortania from demons and devils. Doomfist and Vekni had a pleasant philosophical conversation, with Doomfist coming off inconsistent and nonsensical in his beliefs regarding carnivores and ecosystems, violence, and war. Vekni explained she prayed to the god Corellin in her youth, but no longer prayed to any god since losing her people in the Cold Bank genocide of 6355. Knowing Doomfist was a vegetarian, Vekni ate a steak in front of the man to push his buttons. Doomfist did not comment on this, but seemed dissatisfied. Eventually, Sorin came downstairs and joined the conversation with Doomfist and Vekni, throwing his hat into the ring and discussing morality with the two bar patrons. Sorin entered the modest-clad throne room and observed Lord Henry, Prince Lorien, Sir Brost, and Zaros looking over a map and discussing something. Lord Henry expressed concerns he had over Vekni, doubting she was truly loyal to Lorien's claim to the throne. Sorin stated Vekni was a material girl, living in a material world. Sorin offered to help Lord Henry and his allies with their strategy. Lord Henry showed Sorin the map, which was of King Lorien's Valley. He spoke of how difficult it would be to cross Moat Lud and storm Bluebolt with an army, due to the geography of the region. Sorin suggested taking the castle down from within, using a small team. Lord Henry described how 3 long bridges extended over the moat, leading to Bluebolt, and that the sentries garrisoning the castle would see a coming army well in advance. Henry also spoke of Bolts, the Lord of Bluebolt. He advised that Lord Bolts would be a very difficult person to deal with inside the castle. Lord Henry quite liked Sorin's idea of sending an elite group of crack troops into the castle and sending a raven once the Blues' leaders were defeated and allied men had control of the gatehouse. Around this time, Vekni entered into the throne room and joined the conversation. Henry did not seem pleased at Vekni's arrival. Vekni spoke of those of Blues and her desire to work with them, much to Henry's chagrin. Henry reminded Vekni and Sorin that those in Clad believed all in Blues should be put to the sword for betraying King Lorien and joining Vigor. Lord Henry was very antagonistic towards Vekni and did not appear interested in her opinions. He seemed to scowl at Vekni with a disgusted look during their conversation. Henry stated he trusted Sorin, but he considered Vekni to be more of a mercenary than a loyal kingsman. Sorin vouched for his companion and said her heart was in the right place. Sorin failed to convince the Clad Lord of this. Henry advised Vekni and Sorin the people of Clad were preparing to leave Vigor Valley City and travel to Queensgrace, as Vekni and Sorin previously suggested. They had already begun the preparations and planned to leave as soon as possible. Vekni offered to set off a diversion in the city to assist Clad in their escape, possibly through the use of the dynamite she left at the armorer shop. Henry offered to send Getman with the pair to coordinate the plan and notify Clad when the diversion was about to begin. While asking Henry about possible routes in the sewers, Sorin deeply offended Henry by mistitling him. Sorin called Henry Sir, while he was in fact a lord. Henry chastised the young wizard for the disrespect. Lord Henry spoke of his capture at the hands of Sir Galloway and his orc subordinates. According to Henry, the brigand, Galloway, transformed into a monstrous, blue-skinned creature that could wield magic. Vekni spoke of how having a monster as an ally could be a good thing. This seemed to offend Henry, who stated monsters were evil creatures. Henry advised Vekni he was concerned she was putting the prince in danger by speaking too freely about Clad and Prince Lorien, after Vekni spoke of attempting to recruit Tryfal, the armorer, and Miclean, Tryfal's slave, to Prince Lorien's cause. A short time later, Getman changed into commoner's garb. Then he, Sorin, and Vekni boarded the Kingsman and rowed back towards the city proper. Once on the reservoir, the adventurers could hear thousands of footsteps marching near the center of the city, as well as music and singing coming from the direction of the mayor's office. The PCs observed Odoacer soaring through the air on his flaming nightmare, Apocalypse, as he flew towards the direction of the mayor's office and descended. Vekni and Getman surmised Karagonda had returned to Vigor Valley City. As they grew closer to land, Sorin recognized the singing voice as belonging to Honesty. Getman warned the Forte troops would be more formidable with Karagonda in the city. Karagonda was known for liberally executing his men for mistakes, and the soldiers feared his wrath. The adventurers arrived on land and began to traverse through the residential area. Sorin and Vekni quickly realized the common folk appeared to recognize them. They darted into an alleyway, and Sorin casted invisibility on himself, Vekni, and Getman. Sorin and Vekni reached the exit of the residential district. They observed many rows of dusty Forte soldiers marching back and forth through the center of the city. Sorin saw 3 new bounties placed on a post. The bounties were for himself, Vekni, and Malicos. Apparently, Lorgan, Dankar, and Salvatore alerted the authorities as to the PC's actions. Not only that, but apparently Frank Mandred survived the attack on his lab, and also named Vekni and Sorin as his attackers. The PCs sent Getman back to the Clad hideout to warn Lord Henry and the prince that Karagonda was back. Vekni and Sorin continued through the city and observed Dankar's fine dining was closed, with the front entrance and all windows boarded up. The party got closer to the mayor's office and could make out the words to Honesty's song. His ballad told the tale of Sorin and Vekni plotting with others at Lorgan's tavern to overthrow Vigor, then sneaking into Frank Mandred's lab and killing him. In front of the city hall, the party observed rows and rows of Forte soldiers. The rows appeared to be assembled behind 3 separate, distinct leaders. An armored man wearing Forte colors. He had uncombed, poofy orange hair and a patchy, greasy-looking orange beard. He was missing one of his front teeth. There was an enormous man in a heavy red hauberk. And there was the tiefling assassin, Salvatore, that the group met in the Vigor Valley City sewers. Nearby, Honesty played his lute and sang on the wooden platform of the gallows. Behind him, the corpses of Lorgan, Dankar, and the 2 Forte soldiers guarding the jail that Sorin bribed hung limp and lifeless. All 4 of them appeared beaten and bloody. Sorin and Vekni felt relief wash over them, realizing they were not simply betrayed. Dankar and Lorgan were tortured before snitching on their allies. Sorin and Vekni crept up to the window of the city hall lobby and looked inside. They observed Karagonda hand over a resisting Princess Tyraz to the half-orc Fury Lord, Odoacer. Odoacer threw Tyraz over his shoulder and opened the door to exit City Hall. Sorin ran in front of the door and dropped his invisibility spell. He fell to one knee and presented the Fury Lord with the letter he received from the Queen of Ferelden. The letter was from Sorin's mother, the Queen of Ferelden, Genlia Avacine. The letter tasked Sorin with seeking out Odoacer and asking him about the Queen's true self, Sorin's birth, and King Dokkan. Puzzled, Odoacer stated he did not know a Genlia. Sorin explained Genlia's true name was Wilma Wormwiggle. A shock of recognition was plain on Odoacer's face. He realized this young human wizard was his son. Odoacer briefly spoke of the four-way sex he had with 3 hags in the vampire Vlad's mansion, far to the north in Thaddeus. Only one of those hags survived after Vlad's defeat, and the surviving hag was Sorin's mother, Wilma. Sorin asked to speak further with Odoacer, but he answered that he had more important things to take care of. Odoacer suggested Sorin journey to the castle of Sadism in King Lorien's Valley to speak with him further. Before leaving, Odoacer commanded Karaganda to remove the bounty on Sorin's head. Odoacer summoned Apocalypse, and the beast appeared out of thin air. The half-orc rider took to the skies with his nightmare, carrying Princess Tyraz away. Karaganda advised Sorin that while the bounty was no longer valid, Sorin was not welcome in the city due to his crimes. The Fury Lord's son obliged, and a completely visible Sorin Avacine calmly walked through the main path in the center of the city, walking past the ranks of soldiers heading in the direction of the exit. Sorin and the invisible Vekni Avumque traveled to the armorer shop, planning to free Miklian from his bondage. The adventurers entered the shop. Inside, the party observed Tryfal and his dwarven apprentice Iradact. Most of the weapons that were previously there were gone, but several suits of full plate mail were lined on the walls. Tryfal demanded Sorin leave the structure, stating he was waiting for someone to arrive and explaining the shop was currently closed. Sorin doddered around for a bit. After a short time passed, a spark of recognition took hold over Tryfal's face. He reached into his back pocket and pulled out a stack of papers. He surveyed Sorin's appearance, then looked back to the papers. Tryfal realized who Sorin was and stated that his friend, Vekni, planned to rescue Miklian from his indentured servitude. On top of that, Tryfal explained he would do anything he had to in order to release his son from the jail, which implied that Triant was currently a prisoner. A blue light emanated from Tryfal's hand as he raised it. Many of the suits of armor lining the walls sprang to life.
Welcome back to another episode of Power Word Nerd.
Was planning to free my slave. She spoke of it right in front of me. And now I have to do everything I can to get my son out of the jail. He reaches his hand up, and you see his hand start to glow blue. And the suits of armor around the room start to come to life and detach from the wall. Low priority.
Are there any weapons on the walls?
As I described, all of the weapons were gone.
Okay.
But the armor was still there. He did not animate every armor. He animated 6 of them.
We don't see Miklian?
No. Miklian did tell you guys that he stays in a room in the back, and there's a door. Well, he told Vekni that.
We're doing all dead. Oh, you can catch shield. Yeah, but I didn't catch mage armor, so right now.
First in the order is Sorin. So you put your minis in there. I guess you would be near the front door, I suppose.
Where's the minis?
Where's Vekni? Which shields are activated?
All the ones in the room that you see.
Okay.
I didn't put minis for the ones that aren't active.
And I assume the guy I was talking to is the one directly in front of me?
No, he's the one behind the
One
counter.
behind the table. So is this guy that size, Dan? Like, is he like that large?
The one armor is especially big, yes.
This one right here?
Oh, wait, what?
This
I thought you were
right-
pointing at the
no,
huge one.
This one right here.
Hold on. Yeah, so the armors aren't all the same size. So these armors are all representative of how big they are. So this armor is
So
huge.
this guy
So this
does-
armor right here is huge.
Oh, the statue.
No, that is one. All these figures on the outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, well, this is a
And
very...
then this is Tryfal, and that is Iradact.
Well, this is a very important question.
Okay.
Right? So...
This is armor?
Yeah.
Yes, that's one of the armors.
So
He's
this guy is only in a
Yes.
5-foot square right here. So if he's huge, technically, that's like 3
These are sizes. They're all medium except for the one, which is large.
large.
So the only one that's large is the giant one. The rest of them are all just medium.
Okay. So my question is, and then this guy, is he in this one like?
Yep, they're all in 5 feet a square except for the huge guy.
Yeah. Okay. So okay.
You're asking for hypnotic pattern, I'm assuming?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern. It's a 30-foot cube.
Who gets hit?
Everybody over here.
Well, it's 30 feet, so, and it's a cube, right? So 30 feet by 30 feet, right? So if I even start here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, it still gets the big guy, which is why I asked how big he was, because he was,
The big guy is large.
yeah, so, and then we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's literally everyone except for these two guys right here,
Yeah.
myself and Vekni, and this one guy in the corner here. So I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. It'll drop concentration on my invisibility, which means Vekni is no longer invisible. However, before the roll, I'm going to use my 2 portents on him.
Tryfal? Okay.
And who's the other guy? There's like a gnome.
Dwarf. Iradact. You never met him, but you heard about him, and Vekni saw him in there the night before.
So I'm going to change both of their rolls to 5.
Okay. And what is the save, and what does the spell do?
So it's a wisdom save of 15. Alright, so you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air.
15. Oh fuck. And you made them both 5?
You made them both 5.
With 1 portent?
1 portent each.
Oh, so you're using both your portents.
Yeah, I'm using both important.
So they both fail.
Yeah.
Those 2 guys both fail.
So you created...
Use that on the dwarf and on the armor, right? Yeah, they both fail. They fail.
So you create colors that weave through the inside of a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears from lower than vanishes. Each creature in that area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While trying for a spell, the creature is incapacitated and your speed is 0.
14?
So there are no more repeat saves for this.
Okay.
And the wisdom save is 15.
15.
15. Wisdom save is 15. So the spell ends for any affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its slumber.
I'll let you choose. Do you want me to roll individually for the armors, or do you want me to roll 1 roll? I'll let you choose.
Individual.
I rolled 1 already, but I'm not gonna tell you if it's a pass or fail.
If you do them all, it's bang or bust.
I think I should just let them roll 1 roll.
They saved.
I wouldn't.
So, but you did. So they were like incapacitated, right? Is that the status?
They are incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
So for Tryfal and Iradact, they both are for 1 minute.
No. Yeah, sorry, for 1 minute.
Yeah, it's a long fucking time.
Yeah, it's long.
That's 10 turns. So they're out of the fight, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Is that your turn, or do you have more stuff you can do?
So that'll end that.
In fact, he's invisible, correct?
Wait a second. I'm gonna reaction cast Silvery Barbs into one roll.
Ooh, we can do that.
What's that do?
As a reaction, you magically distract a triggering creature and tone its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Oh fuck.
So
Let's do it. Let's do a critical roll.
what do you mean?
So you can see my roll.
Okay.
So I need a 15.
Yeah.
They're just so you know, they're I'll tell you their proficiency is a +4.
Okay.
Oh!
Got it. What do you got? 12.
They still passed.
All right. And then on Vekni's.
I did not expect to pass.
Okay. And then hey, listen. Boomer bust, right? Yeah, that'll end my turn. But then on your next like save or attack or whatever, you have advantage.
Do you have to be able to see him? Did you give him that?
Well, casting the first spell drops invisibility.
Yeah, because that's
Oh, so you're not invisible now.
it's a concentration spell, so it's not invisible.
Alright.
I did.
But I also wasn't the target of.
So, 1, 2. The 3 of them attack Sorin, 3 of them attack Vekni. I'm gonna do 1 roll against Vekni, 1 roll against Sorin.
Okay.
Well, actually no, because they have multiple attacks. So 2 rolls for each.
I'm fucked.
So
I'm so fucked. I have no reactions, so I can't even like.
all these suits of armor, these disembodied suits of armor, go like this, and these blades shoot out of their arms.
We're dead.
And each one makes 2 attacks on Vekni.
Each one. Is that 6 attacks?
It's 22 for the first attack.
Yeah.
Second attack
I'm dead.
is a 18.
That's my armor class.
That hits. Okay.
I'm dead.
So
I would prefer all 6 rolled.
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, I do.
Alright, so first 2 attacks hit. Third attack, 12 plus 6, 18 again. Fourth attack, that's a miss. Fifth attack, 11, miss. 11, so 3 hit you. So,
Here comes the hurt.
not that bad, 9 plus 9. 18 damage. The next 3 hit attack Sorin. You want the same thing? Individual rolls?
Yeah, let's go individual rolls. My AC's 13.
First two attacks. An 18 and a 12. So 1
Can I ask
hit.
a question? These things are still.
It's not a concentration for him to activate them. He activated them, they're active.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like it's not telling them what to do anymore.
He's not, but he did tell them what to do. So they're gonna attack
I'm
you.
just asking. It's all good.
Perhaps you could do something to stop him.
I can't.
15 and a 15. 2 15 that misses you, right?
15's hit. I'm on my AC.
15 hits?
My AC's 13.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm on.
So that's 3 hits already, and I have 2 more rolls. 16 and 8. So you got hit 4 times.
4 times.
I don't know what your HP is, but this isn't gonna be good.
37.
Ah. You're fine. 7, 10, 16, plus 9. 25.
So I am
12 HP.
Jesus. I will use my bonus action as a key point for Step of the Wind, which is a disengage. And I will run past these 2 and get to Tyrant or Tryfal.
Triant is the sun. Tryfal is the
And I will get to Tryfal. He can't. They'll chase us. I'm gonna put all the guards outside.
He also said that maybe we can just stop the fight.
So I think kill him later.
You want to kill him?
I'm gonna hit him with Ignis.
Or do we want to tell him to help get his son out of prison?
We're gonna fight the guards that do a bajillion damage. There's 6 of them.
No, we can just wake him up.
So wait, what was his reasoning for attacking him?
He read a piece of paper, so maybe you can take the paper out of his pocket. Read it?
No, because I'm on the paper too.
But we don't know what the paper was.
It's your wanted son.
Maybe. But I'm not wanted anymore, so there's also a way to maybe I tell him this. Like, I don't know.
Let's see.
Or I drop concentration, cast invisibility, and we'll do this again. We just don't fuck out.
Because I can jump over here and use Ignis and hit all of them. And him.
I can fucking fire a wall. What are we doing? I took damage, right?
Oh, yeah, roll,
Yeah.
it's a DC 10.
DC
Concentrate.
10.
Or Constitution.
I have advantage on those.
Okay.
Because I'm Warcaster. So there's no modifier, right? It's just roll 2.
No modifier. It's no modifier.
No
or was it? No, he's right. No, he's right. It's con. He's right.
So
It's DC 10. There is a way for it to be higher than 10, but it doesn't affect us right now. I gotta read it again.
the damage that he took.
Yeah, it's on.
But it wouldn't be that because he'd have to roll in.
It's individual
I
damage.
roll my Constitution, right? On
Yeah,
top?
you're good.
Okay. Almost.
Yeah, if that drops, that's a problem, right?
Yeah, because I just rolled a 9, but then I had a +3, so.
Yeah, then they'll be.
Well, I rolled a 5 and a 9.
Vekni is going to use her movement, and I'll probably take one opportunity attack.
Yeah, so the one guy that you broke with.
Him.
How'd you get around them? How'd you get through? You can't get through
I
them.
can't do that.
No.
Well,
Only allies.
Are you still using your bonus action to disengage?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm using my bonus action to disengage. Never mind.
You still can't walk through them.
Walk around.
It doesn't look like you can. You can only walk through Sorin. You guys are completely surrounded.
She.
Yeah, you guys are completely surrounded. There is no space that's open.
All right. Then Vekni's going to turn to the one closest to me, and I have.
So you're not using bonus action then, right?
Nope.
Taking the key point because.
So I'm going to attack this guy. And I have advantage because of silvery barbs.
Sure.
I think. Yes.
Yes, you have advantage. Because of silver barbs.
Do your thing.
She's going to swing.
Which guy are you attacking?
The red one.
The one with the red cape?
I will pull my sword as I swing.
Okay.
20. Thank God I had. Oh my God! I
Crit?
rolled
20?
No, 20 total.
That hits.
I had rolled a crit one. Thank God I had advantage. Oh, look at it. A 12 and a 1. Stop giving them looks, Dan. You can literally look at my dice.
So, damage first there.
9 slashing.
Okay.
Wait, piercing. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, he doesn't have resistance to either.
Do I lose?
Advantage?
Advantage?
Yeah, you do. You just use
17 plus 8, 25.
Hit.
That is 10 slashing.
10 slashing. Okay.
My bonus action, I'm going to swing with my foot.
Okay. Are you doing a flurry of blows?
Yes. So it's 19 plus 8.
Hit.
Look
You're 27 hits, Kevin.
Look at the dice. That's a 10.
10 damage. Okay. It looks really hurt. It looks like it's like the pieces of armor like falling apart. And like it's like.
It's a crit 20.
Just describe it. It had 1 HP left.
She slash with the sword, and then as the sword comes up, she falls with a knee to the chest, and then she drops and
You want to describe how it dies?
roundhouse kick, and the thing slams against the wall, and all the pieces just shatter on the ground.
I like that.
And
You can remove that.
she turns and faces the giant one, gets in fighting stance.
Okay. So that's that's your facing.
So all we really need to do is just kill these statues. We can go get Mifflin and just walk right the fuck out.
Time in combat moves really slowly. Time out of combat does not move the
So
slowly.
then they'll come out and be like, oh,
They'll come out quickly. They'll come out quickly. In battle, 6 seconds is a turn. If you're gonna walk, try to unchain Mikulin, talk to him and shit, like that's gonna take more than a minute.
Could stunning strike them with advantage though.
Could.
Thanks for coup.
If you're incapacitated, so they would fail their.
Oh yeah.
It would fail
But that
their-
only lasts 6 seconds.
Yeah, stunning strike will last till the end of Vekni's turn.
Yeah.
Next turn.
I guess what I'll do is cast Mage Armor on myself.
That's your action?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have taken less hits if you had 16 AC.
I'm going to use half my movement to drink one of my 3 regular potions of healing that I have.
Alright, roll your healing.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Three, 4, 5 total. Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2. As a bonus action, I have 2 weapon fighting. Actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting bonus actions. So do I get to throw a dagger?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Throw a dagger.
You throwing it? Which one?
Why wouldn't you just stab it? It's in front of you.
Oh yeah, alright, yeah, I'll just stab a guy. So it's plus 6 to hit and it's 1d4 with no modifier, correct?
Yes. Who you attack? None of them are damaged. The only one that got damaged, Kevin killed.
Guess I'll just fucking stab the guy and... They're all the same size creature?
They're all the same size except for the huge one.
Okay. I guess I'll just stab the guy with that green...
The green cape?
Yeah, the green
Sure.
cape.
Roll your attack.
About 18 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, and it's 1d4
Unmodified.
unmodified, so 3 damage.
Alright.
And that'll pass my turn.
Alright. Now... Six seconds have passed. So, this guy will just move here. Doesn't really change anything. This guy will kind of just stay. So 2 attacks on Vekni, 3 attacks on Sorin. I'm sorry, 4 attacks on Vekni, 6 attacks on Sorin.
Oh, you still have shield.
Yeah, I saved it.
So, on Vekni,
But even still, they'll need a 21. It's possible.
Oh, it's definitely possible.
we got 2 12s, which missed,
Miss.
correct? A 21, and
Hits.
a... 21 misses?
No, I said hits.
Oh, to 23. So 2 of them hit. So you take 9 plus 15 slashing with their arm blades, and then the 3 attacks on Sorin. Or, I'm sorry, 6 attacks on Sorin. First 3. 21. I'm sorry, not 21. Was it plus 6? No. I'm sorry. 19, 16, 11.
I'm gonna reaction cast shield and change my AC to 21, so they'll miss.
So they all miss.
Boom, baby!
And 3 more attacks.
Gotta hit that 21.
23, a 9, and a 22.
So 2 of them hit.
What's your life at?
17 because I drank a potion.
You take 11 damage.
You know, I would have been at 1 HP.
Oh, so you will still live.
Yeah.
So their arm blades come
How
out,
much
and
damage did I
they're
take? I'm sorry.
11. So their arm blades come out, and they're slashing at Sorin.
Vekni is going to attack this one next to me, the little one.
Sure. Does he have anything on it? Or it's just like a gray one?
23.
Hit.
Stunning strike.
Okay.
Con save of 14, I think. Hold on, let me check what it is.
Ooh. Fail.
Okay, he's stunned. Then I'll turn to the big one.
What your damage?
Oh, yeah. 8.
Alright.
Piercing, whatever the fuck a sword is. Then I'll go to the big one.
Sure. Why'd you roll twice?
Because it got stuck up on here. It was crooked. It's a crit one anyway.
Crit 1.
Okay.
Roll d4.
Reaction cast still reworks.
Then I have to do the lowest one.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
1.
What'd you hit it with?
My sword.
Your sword breaks.
Okay, I'll just use my fist to do the same damage. Flurry blows.
Okay. So another key.
Crit 20. Look at it.
Hit.
Red one.
Hit.
Roll your con save.
14. Constitution.
Yep.
Fail.
Yes! Means I'm not getting hit this turn.
Oh,
You might.
I might.
And then my second blow I'll go at this guy.
Okay.
The blue helm guy.
Yep.
Let me roll the damage. So that's 6 plus 5. So it's 11 plus. It's. Yeah, 11 plus. 1. 12.
12 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll swing at blue hair.
This is your second stunning, or second flurry, right? Second flurry to
Yeah,
hit.
this is my last one.
Okay.
Nope.
You don't know what the AC is?
Is it a 3 plus 8? Is it an 11?
No. Yeah, I missed. You missed!
I missed! So these two are stunned.
Okay.
Wait, with my movement,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a potion.
Sure.
Because I'm
Do you need it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're probably not getting attacked.
That's why
Well, unless Sorin goes down.
I need to take it.
I wonder if they would attack Sorin if he goes down. Maybe.
Hope you got something, Sorin.
I have no more third level spell slots.
What's the plus? Alright, I heal for 16.
Oh, damn. You're like full health?
No, not even close.
You took that much damage?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I know Sorin seemed to be taking a little damage, I felt like.
I'm at half.
Really? With that? You're at half? Oh, so you were low.
I was real low.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so I'll use the last of my 2 regular potions that I have. I'm gonna take one, pop the cork off, and drink them both at the same time.
You could do that.
So I'm gonna roll 4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
14 total. I rolled 10. I rolled 10 plus 4.
What do you got?
Let's see, a second.
But he still got his action and his
20 HP now.
Okay. You might still be able to survive.
Yeah.
Hey,
alright,
I got
so
an idea. Why don't you cast Hypnotic Pattern again?
Can.
I can. It'll drop the concentration in the other 2.
You should do it.
And then they'll get rerolls again.
You should do it.
I mean, or die. I don't know what else you can do, so I'll leave it up to you.
I only have second level. No, I can't cast Hypnotic Pattern again.
You have the spell slot.
Nope. It's these 3 guys here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these 2 here.
Those two are the 2 by him are stunned.
including that big
The
dude.
big guy's stunned.
Big guy stunned. Okay.
How tall is it?
He's a large size.
I don't know how large is tall.
I would say the other suits of armor are approximately the size of like a 6 foot tall man. He's approximately the size of like a 7 foot tall man.
Oh, okay.
So he's not gigantic.
This-
I know the model's really big.
The guy to my left right here, I'm gonna Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay. That's a cantrip?
No, it's a second level spell.
Okay.
And
What kind of damage is that?
it's 3d6 psychic.
Okay.
And he has to make an intelligence save of 15, so let's start with that.
Pass.
Fuck.
You're attacking the gray guy? The big gray guy?
Yeah.
Big gray.
Alright, so you take half damage from 3d6.
How much?
And you don't get the negative effect. So half of 13, so it'd be 7 because it's rounded up.
Rounds up.
Yeah. Does not round down.
Okay. Anything else? Shit. Because you're about to get fucked up.
It is what it is. My speed is 0. I'll use my bonus action then and stab him with my dagger.
Roll an attack.
Same guy.
Didn't you attack the green cape guy last turn? Why you switch targets?
Because I'm a fucking idiot.
Because you already hurt him. Doesn't. Well, whatever.
21
Hit.
and 1d4.
How much? 1 damage?
1.
Do you have more potions?
No. I'm officially out. I used both on my last 2.
Kevin's opponents don't attack him because they're stunned. Joe, you're getting attacked with 6 attacks. First 3.
My AC is 16.
Crit fail.
What does he drop?
Well, I gotta roll a d4. 23.
Okay.
21. So the crit fail, we'll say it's the gray guy. I'll roll a d4.
So,
Oh, you're gonna do something?
yeah. The guy that rolled a 21 or a 23, was that the gray guy by any chance?
Which one rolled the 23?
I was gonna say the crit fail was the big gray guy.
Okay. So then the guy in the green?
The guy in the green was a 21, and the 23 was the guy with the blue helm.
Okay. Fuck, is if I ever action cast shield? Because you told me, so I'm gonna not know that now.
But yeah, I guess I didn't have to tell you, right?
No, you didn't. But if I ever action cast shield, I still be hit by both guys anyway. And how many of the attacks do they get? 2 each?
2 each. That was just the first attack.
That's the first attack, so. Ugh. I will. The guy that rolled a 23. I'm going to reaction cast. Silvery Barbs. So
I feel like we should do shield.
they both still hit me anyway.
I know, but you still have 3 more attacks coming at you. It's up to you.
I was thinking about giving you advantage.
The just so you know, the big gray guy, his weapon broke.
Alright, well.
So he comes down, he hits you, but instead of you taking damage, metal sword, steel sword, shatters. Like it's like maybe it was like really old and brittle.
It hits the mage armor, like it magically imbues it.
Hits the mage armor, and it shatters. It doesn't hurt you at all.
Yeah, alright, fine. And I'll reaction cast shield and turn my AC to 21. They both still hit me anyway, but.
Okay. So I'll roll the damage for the 2 guys that hit you.
Next turn, go under
11.
I'll take what I can.
11 damage?
Yep. Slashing. And now they all 3 make their second attacks, although the one guy is going to be attacking you unarmed. Oh no, he has a javelin, which he could use melee. So he's going to use half his movement to pull out his
Can
javelin.
you use a javelin melee?
You can. It says it.
Alright.
He's going to pull his javelin out with half his movement. The gray guy, the big gray guy, and he's going to try to hit you with the javelin.
AC's 21.
Damn. All right. Well, we got an 18,
Miss.
an 8.
Miss.
Where's the other dice?
You missed.
13.
All 3 missed.
And we go to Vekni.
Okay. I'm going to. These guys are still stunned. That means I can move around without having to worry about it.
They can't. Yeah, they can't use their actions.
You can't use your actions.
So I'm gonna. Back here.
Okay. Giant cut.
I'm going to go behind. I'm going to pull out Ignis and aim for this guy. And I'm going to make. So I'll hit him.
When that hits Sorin?
No.
It's a straight line.
It's a straight line. See? Here.
So you're
this
aiming
one,
for the
this one,
for the
this
big
one,
gray guy.
This one.
Okay. Just so you know, the guy with the green cape reaches out with his shield and tries to block the blow to the big gray guy when you launch Ignis. So you have to roll your actual attack, the actual to hit with disadvantage. It's an ability.
Okay.
But I think the lightning stuff still happens. Anyway.
Lightning stuff still happens.
But the actual hit for the javelin is going to be disadvantage.
Okay, so 13 is my low.
That misses.
Okay. So then everything else still happens. So then I guess the thing misses, but everybody still gets hit with all the lightning.
Okay. So you're hitting blue helm, green cape, and big gray.
Yep.
Does it hit anyone else, or is that it?
Does the Ignis stop here, or does it keep going?
Well, you're aiming at the big gray, right?
Yes.
So I would say it's still.
Would
I would say
this
like
one, this one,
your
this one,
javelin
this one.
flies, boom, gets deflected by the shield, and then flips up in the air. So it reaches as far as you were trying to reach.
I throw concentration.
I don't hit you. Oh.
No.
Okay, you got hit.
Yeah, well, I had a crit fail on 14. So, good.
Okay. Why do you have advantage?
Because
Warcaster.
Warcaster.
Oh.
Second level.
Oh, that's pretty important for you, I guess.
So everybody makes a dex save.
Do you want me to roll 1 roll or 3 rolls?
3 rolls. Wait, I thought it was 4. You said it still hit my target. It still got to my
Does it
target.
hit the giant guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I
here.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's all of them. Dex save is 13.
guy that's incapacitated auto fails.
6, 10, 13.
He auto fails?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I won't roll for him. What do I have to roll?
13.
19, 4, 19. So 1 failed. So 2 failed.
Okay, so that is 16 total damage to, and then 8 for her passing.
So the giant guy takes 16. Oh,
Doesn't
no.
that crit him, giant guy?
I don't know how that works.
No, it doesn't. We looked it up, remember?
No.
It does not.
Okay.
2. Then you're hitting... Let's say the blue guy failed. Blue helm failed. So he takes another 16.
Okay.
And then half to the other 2. So big gray and green cape.
Do any of them look heavily damaged?
The giant guy looks really, really hurt.
Okay. So Vekni
Oh. And then big gray, right?
rolled a 6, 4, a 3, and a 3.
Okay, yeah, the guy looks so the giant armor is like it's like falling apart, like it's like pieces are getting loose and like you hear like screws falling, like it's all fucked up.
Alright, so my second attack, I'll attack him from behind, so
Okay.
I have advantage.
Sure.
That's facing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's also stunned.
You don't get advantage for him being stunned, I don't think. But facing, you get advantage.
So 23.
Hit. What's your modifier?
8.
Describe it.
Oh, my modifier is a 5.
Describe it.
Alright, so after the thing is like lit on, it's like she runs to its side and just haymaker to its side, and the thing just collapses into parts.
Okay. You can remove it instead.
And which one looks most damage after this?
None of the rest of them look particularly damaged.
Okay, so Vekni is going to run straight on to the blue one.
Okay.
If I go here, I get flanking, right?
At the end of your turn, the other stun guy gets to fight again, right?
Yes. So I go, I'll flurry blows. So I'll go behind him. Bonus action, or
You have facing on him? You're behind, yeah. Okay,
behind,
so you have advantage, yeah.
Whatever. That hits. It's a 19 plus 8.
That does hit.
Thank God.
You're
I got
27
another,
hits,
I have
Kevin.
another crit one. No, look, I have another crit one. That's the 3rd crit one tonight.
Okay.
Or 4th. 7 bludgeon.
Yep. Now, who's that on? Blue?
Oh shit! I'm an asshole.
Yes, you are.
What?
I have those magic bracelets. Every time I didn't stab him with the fucking 1d6s.
But it takes a bonus action to use, remember?
Yeah, and that's what he's
You've been using your bonus action to attack.
I've been
He's been using his bonus action to stab with daggers.
Yeah. So when you make a melee attack, you can use your bonus action to use them. So you wouldn't be able to use the daggers unless you're using it as an action to also use the bracelets.
That's right.
So you've been missing that. But there are spell attacks that you'd be able to use that with, though.
I don't have any.
Well, they exist.
26.
To hit,
Yep.
it's just
80. Bludgeon.
And this is the same that blue face,
Blue,
blue helm? 8? Okay, he looks really hurt. Same thing, you hear like screws falling, you hear as the screws are like falling on the ground, and he's like this, fucking pieces are loose, and like... So Sorin would see that one is very badly hurt, and then Sorin's turn.
Which one is very badly hurt?
The one with the blue mask. The blue helm.
Actually, I do have movement. I'm going to move here, and Vekni is just going to start taunting the shits.
How are you going to taunt them?
Like, hey, you stupid piece of garbage! You're gonna fall like your brothers?
You didn't break being connected with them, so there's no opportunity.
Nope, I know. I'm trying to get him to focus on me.
I actually love having to use the terrain and having to worry about facing and flanking. I actually think it's great.
Yeah, it is.
It makes the combat's a lot more fun.
It does. It does. Because now she's facing, and he's also surrounded on both sides.
The one thing I don't like is this. We're like this, and then I can just go.
Well, it's all at the same time, though. It's in 6 seconds.
I know, but it's...
In combat, it's kind of weird, but when you think about it, if every turn being simultaneous 6 seconds, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Sorin, you're probably pretty hurt.
I am. I have 9 HP.
Well, I don't know if you can take another 6 attacks. I'm thinking probably not.
And I can't reaction cast
You know the slots, right?
that anymore. So I have 2 second level spell slots left.
Can you disengage?
I can use my action to disengage and just walk out the fucking front door.
Do that. Again, the blue helm one looks very hurt.
Yeah, but there's still 2 other guys there.
3 others.
3 others.
One of them's hurt, the other... No, they're all hurt. Not...
Most of them don't look too hurt.
They're
Except
hurt.
for
I didn't say they were damaged.
The blue helm one really looks hurt, and the rest of them not really. How many turns has this been? This is turn 3, so this is 18 seconds. So you still have a lot of time left with other guys stunned.
Yeah,
I can do something, Kevin. It might work. Or it could kill us both.
Oh shit. Fireball?
No, I can't cast Fireball. I cannot cast Fireball. Cast Suggestion on... What's his face over there? I can speak about his Senjutsu. Tell him, drop your guard, we can help you save your son. And he should, I think, fail it.
You got your reaction.
No, I don't.
Here we go.
To guess what?
Silver Rock.
I have no more first level spell slots. I'm done now.
You can use a second level spell.
I can't cast it.
Yes, you can. You can use a second level spell.
To cast a first level spell, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Even if it doesn't say you can upcast it?
Yeah, it's not upcast. You're just using a higher level spell.
You can waste a higher level spell to cast a lower spell.
You can use a 9th level spell to cast a first level spell.
I don't know what the rules have been incapacitated again. I don't know if that would actually make him automatically fail.
Automatically fail dex and strength saves.
So then he wouldn't automatically fail suggestion. So that he could still just resist it. Then you'd be fucked.
He could. And then I drop concentration on everything.
Well, in your suggestion, you automatically drop concentration? Oh, that's bad. That's
Suggestion
bad.
is concentration?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
And
That's bad.
So incapacitation just says it can't take actions or reactions.
So then so if you fail, the 2 other guys join the fight.
Yes.
And then you guys probably die.
Yes. And that's also assuming that he even listens to my suggestion.
It has to be reasonable.
It has to be reasonable.
You don't know if he would think that's reasonable or not.
Exactly, I don't.
I mean,
He might know that there's that.
if you know we broke Lord Henry out, why wouldn't you think it's reasonable?
Yeah, how would you know that?
Technically, per the spell, 'cause I mean, that's like the number 1 spell we're reading up on. Technically, as long as it doesn't cause damage, they're supposed to listen to it. As long as it's not something that says they're supposed to harm themselves, they're supposed to listen to it.
What if he thinks helping you would kill his son? Would he listen to you? If he thinks that your idea would kill his son, I don't think he would do it.
At the end of the day, you're the DM, so you make whatever decision you want. So
Well, I'm telling you right now that if that's what he believes, he wouldn't do it. I'm not telling you if he believes that or not. I'm telling you that if that's
I
what
can
he
also
believes.
pull the Oda Waster card, but I just don't know how deep his loyalty goes.
Also, he'd have to believe you then. How would he even know that? You'd have to take your word.
Yeah, because nobody else in the area knows that the wanted posters have been torn down.
I don't even think they have been. I think just Karaganda by mouth has been saying the bounty's gone.
Yeah.
Remember the bounty.
Yeah.
So like it would take some time. How long has it been since that
I
happened?
feel like there is
Like
a
a
way
minute?
for me. I feel like there is a way for me to talk out of this, though. I just
Okay.
have to think about it. I just have to think about it.
Okay.
If I can talk my way out of this, and if he fails, we're alright.
You could just try to
If he doesn't fail, I can reaction cast Silvery Barbs, upcast it, and then I am fucked on spells. I am fucked on everything, and I die. I'm gonna use my action
Tell him.
to disengage.
What?
Use my action to disengage.
Yep.
What?
He's going to
Are
disengage.
you running away?
Going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Am I dead?
I don't know. There's still how many of them are left? 4? 3?
4, 3.
No, there's 3. There's 3 left.
1, 2, 3. Stunned, stunned, stunned.
Yeah, he's not stunned anymore.
Well, what do you mean?
There's 4. He's not stunned anymore.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? Because he...
Hey, there are 4.
Yeah, because his stun is over at the end of my turn.
So
I passed my turn. I said
He's gonna throw a javelin at you, and you're gonna have half cover.
Okay.
No,
Okay. So that's what, plus 3 to your save?
+2.
Plus 2.
So it's 23 AC.
Miss. Second attack.
How many
Miss.
javelins does he have?
He has more than 2, but he missed with both.
Okay.
Then the other 3 guys are gonna attack Vekni 2 times each.
Might die.
Why? You're much better than I was. That's why I did this.
24,
Yep.
8, and 14.
One hits.
And then 3 more attacks. 18,
Yep.
crit 20,
Yep.
24.
That was coming.
I will port.
18 hits?
No, I'm not going to port it. I'm going to Tasha's mind with the crit 20.
As what?
What? That's a reaction?
Yeah, it's reaction.
You've been using it as an action.
I mean, not Tasha's mind with fucking silvery barbs.
The crit 20 got silver barb, so what do I have to do? Roll again?
Yep. Yeah. And you get
7.
Yeah. Fuck you.
So one hits.
No, 3 hit total. There was 3 that hit.
There's 128 that hit, or 24 that hit on the first time.
On the last 3, all 3 hit, and he made the 1 miss.
You rolled an 18.
Yeah, didn't you say 18 hits?
No, I have a 20 AC.
Oh. Vekni.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna let you just roll crits on us. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think she would have went down anyway.
In fact, he pulls out her whip
I do.
and right straight to the blue one.
Blue hell?
With advantage. Thank God that was another crit one. 15 plus 8. 23. She just, and the helm of the suit just flies off and the whole suit just crumbles.
Awesome.
And
3
then
left.
She turns to, which one looks more fucked up, green or gray?
22. Green.
Green, she turns to this one and after she cracks the whip, she'll send a roundhouse at the green one.
Okay.
13.
Miss.
Let's see. Alright, I'll use my last one. Flurry blows.
Is your last key?
Yep.
You have 6 key now, right?
Correct. 19.
Hit. This is on the green, right? Green cape?
Yeah. 8.
Okay.
Next hit. Same guy.
Sure.
26.
You're 26 hits.
If you look at it, it's an 18. Seven.
Okay.
Nothing.
He looks hurt.
She. Okay. That's it.
Sorin. There's still 3 of them left. One of them, the one with the green cape, looks particularly hurt, and not like completely falling apart, like he's about to drop over dead, but he looks considerably hurt. Cracks in his armor, and he looks. You can't be out of breath as an empty suit of armor, but if you could be, he would be. And the other 2 look relatively fine. Especially the smaller gray one looks especially pristine, like it's barely hurt.
If I use a spell, I have no more spells, period.
Don't you have cantrips?
Yeah, cantrips.
This turn 4, right? I gotta keep track of how much time.
Yeah.
So this is 24 seconds?
Yeah. Technically, priority wouldn't drop. So we could fight one guy.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
So he's trying to figure out the time.
Yeah. We have 4,
So if you guys leave priority, you have like no time.
we have 36 seconds.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds, that gives us enough time to run out the fucking door.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
Use your cantrips. That's what they're for.
Yeah, but I was also thinking about just regular attacking, getting behind the one guy,
You got the bracelets.
having facing, I'd attack with advantage, put a +6 to hit, and I'd roll 1d4 and a d6 +5.
Do it. What are you waiting on?
I think you have a modifier too on your bracelets, don't you?
Yeah, it's +2.
Yeah,
And
so-
my other thing is +3, so that's
Yeah.
why I said +5.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's 1d4, 1d6 +5.
If you hit with both attacks, the damage isn't bad.
Well, it's not both attacks, it's one attack.
You have to roll a second attack for the bracelets. You have to roll again. Doesn't it say that?
No, how I wrote it was...
I'm almost sure you have to roll. You'd have to roll with your bracelets to hit. I don't think you automatically hit. You have to roll for it. So you would roll with your dagger, and you have to also roll with the bracelets.
So how I wrote it says, when you make a melee attack,
Yeah.
you can use your bonus action to add 1d6 +2 damage.
You'd have to roll an attack using your modifier. So your melee modifier.
So +6. Okay,
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I guess I'll just do that then. Manage, so... So first attack is a 21,
Hit.
and then the second attack... is an 18.
18 hits.
Nice. Just get it, baby girl.
So 1d4...
Which one are you attacking?
The gray one.
Yeah, so
The big gray one or the little gray one?
So the regular dagger
I
is,
see.
regular dagger is 1d4 +3, so that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And the other one is 1d6 +2.
What's total damage?
It is 6 plus
Wait,
10 total damage.
that was your action.
He looks really hurt. He looks really hurt.
And then you got that bonus action with the blade where you hit
No,
the
that
apple.
was my bonus action.
His wrist blades are bonus.
Yeah, I just did both at the same time. Make it
Want to
nice.
describe how you did it?
Is it dead?
No, it's not that. It's
Okay. Flanking. So that one's going to attack Sorin with 2 attacks. 10 and a 12.
both missed.
Right. And then the other 2 are going to have advantage on Vekni because of flanking. So the first one's going to use his 2 attacks.
Yes.
First attack is 22.
Yeah.
Second attack is a 12.
So I'll reaction cast that.
No, wait to see if he has a crit. I'm at 20 HP.
You wouldn't be able to, so like, if, let's say I don't crit, you wouldn't be able to go back and do anything.
It's fine.
It's up to the
He's saying take the hit. That's what I
Alright.
said, take the hit.
And then the second guy's going to make his 2 advantage attacks. First attack, 23.
No.
Second attack, 17.
Okay,
So 2 hits. Hmm. 10 total. Still up? How much HP you
He
have?
said it's one. There's gonna
And
be
20, so I have 10.
Sure. That was it. That was our whole turn. So, Vekni.
Which
Damn.
green one's fucked up?
The most damage looking one would be the green cape one. No, I'm sorry. Actually, no. The big gray one looks the most damage.
The one in front of me.
The
Yeah.
2 ones in front of me.
The green cape one.
7 plus 8, 15.
Miss.
23.
Hit.
Ten.
Describe it.
Uppercut. Bring! The helm flies off again.
Okay.
And she'll turn and face this guy.
He doesn't look very hurt.
19.
Hit.
11. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Sword.
I'll attack the green or the gray helm guy in front of me.
With your dagger again?
Yeah.
Sure.
No advantage, right? Correct.
No, he's facing you.
No. Yeah. Also, again, you could use reactions to change your facing. I haven't been doing it in the review, guys. It's just something you can do. You could use your reaction. So if someone flanks you and tries to hit you from behind, you can react to turn to face them.
Oh,
I have
Man, you
not
could've
been.
said that last turn.
I have been forgetting. I haven't been doing it either.
alright. So I rolled a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
16 does hit.
Because I would have done that last turn when everybody had advantage on me.
And then
I didn't do it to Sorin either. When
And
he was
I'm
behind
gonna
me.
roll for the bracers,
Okay.
which is also
Well, how much damage did you do?
which is an 18 to hit. So that's one.
They both hit.
Yeah. So it's 1d4 plus 3 and 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, so describe it. You can't move.
Okay. So I'll take my dagger and when I cut at him, it kind of like punctures into his armor, but there's nothing like inside his armor,
No.
right? It's almost like a skeletal kind of thing,
It's,
right?
it's just an empty suit of armor.
Yeah, so when I do that, like this like almost like essence, I can kind of like feel this kind of like spurs out of the hole in his armor, and it just crumbles and falls, almost like as if a ghost kind of like spewed out of it, like this white smoke kind of thing, and just falls.
And there's a big gray one, right?
I'm gonna die right here. Yeah, and then so that guy's down, right?
And we are now 30 seconds, correct? Into the Sorin spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So would that give you advantage now, Kevin?
If you're flanking him, then yes.
Yeah.
If you're on both sides of him, then it's fine.
So I'll use 25 feet of movement and go there.
Alright.
He's the last guy, right? There's only one guy left?
No, it's his turn.
Kill him.
Who's he already facing? Vekni?
There you go.
He's going to attack you. He doesn't have advantage, so he's going to attack you with 2 attacks. 23 and an 11.
One hits.
Seven.
Damn, I'm dead.
Vekni.
Vekni will crack the whip at this dude.
Did he hit you?
Yep.
One of the 2 attacks hit him.
26.
Hit.
Seven.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 6. No. It's plus 6. It's an 8. It's a
8?
2 plus 6.
Okay. It looks really hurt.
14.
To hit, miss.
$15.
Miss.
Oh, I have inspiration.
You can use it if you want.
I will. Hold on, let me just use that real quick. Or should I save it?
Up to you. He looks really hurt.
I'm really fucked up. Crit 20.
Okay. Okay. So go roll your damage.
Six plus 6. 16.
You killed him by a lot. Describe it. He had nowhere near 16 HP. Not even a quarter of that.
She cracked the whip across it and it scratched the armor. Then she swung, the thing dipped. And as it was dipping, she came back with a fucking roundhouse and took the midsection completely out. And the arms and legs were just like... and then fell down.
Alright, you can end priority. And then you'd have to quickly decide what you're going to do because you have... Was it at the top of the order? It wasn't. You have 30 seconds exactly before sword spell ends.
Vekni will pull out her rope and move behind this guy and start tying him up as fast as she can. Gagging him too.
How does your can you read how incapacitated works to see if that break or how your spell works to see if that breaks
You have to do
spell?
damage, I think.
I will read it to you verbatim. Okay. So you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a spell of 0. The spell ends for an infected creature if it takes any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
I would say that would not wake it up. You're trying to tie up Tryfal.
Mm-hmm.
What rope do you have?
I have 100 feet of rope.
Still?
Yeah.
Then you use it?
No, I asked him last turn to give me my rope back.
Okay. Alright.
So if that's
It would take about 30 seconds to do.
And as I'm doing that, I'm definitely gonna make sure I put one across his mouth.
On Tryfal, right?
Yeah.
Sorin, what are you going to do in the 30 seconds? So that's what he's spending his 30 seconds doing.
I will
There's still a door.
run to the dwarf and put the shackles on his legs.
Okay.
Sleep becomes 0, I don't know.
So we will say that
Am I able to...
You could do that.
Can I do that and then move?
It would take your full 30 seconds.
Yes, to do that and move, right?
No, it would take your full 30 seconds to put the
Alright,
shackles on.
so what you're saying is that I put the shackles on, then I stand up, and then we're right here on each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so your spell ends. Tryfal is bound and can't do anything. But the dwarf looks to Sorin, and you guys can roll priority because the dwarf is going to try to attack you.
So let me ask you this. We're still in priority.
No,
You never know.
We drop
Yeah, we drop priority when you win your fight.
Okay. Oh my fucking god.
13.
Oh my god, roll a 1 plus 3.
I rolled a 2
I have a
plus 1.
I have a 4.
You actually went first. In fact, what'd you roll? 25?
An 8 plus 5.
Vekni?
So I noticed that Tryfal is completely bound.
I will.
Step around him.
Ooh, you don't want to get hit by him.
I hope.
How? How is he gonna hit?
Not Tryfal.
Oh. And I will
I didn't roll a priority for Tryfal. He's bound.
pull darts out.
Do you have any stunning strikes left?
Do I have any what?
Stunning strikes left?
No, I'm tapped on key.
Oh shit.
And I will throw darts from a distance.
At who?
The dwarf.
Okay.
$14.
Hit.
$7.
Okay.
14 again.
Hit.
11. Piercing.
Hit.
Can I throw a dart as a bonus action?
For a dagger.
I don't have a dagger, but a dart is smaller than a dagger.
You have to read it. I don't
No,
know.
I can't.
All right. Sword.
I'm gonna use
He's right next to you.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to get behind the desk here, and I'm gonna do this.
To hide.
I'm not hiding.
Hiding would be an action.
Ducking.
I'm ducking.
To do that, that would be considered hiding in D&D, and that would require an action unless you're a rogue. There were specific rules for that.
That's true.
Alright.
I didn't make that up.
I'm gonna just
That's
go
in
behind the desk
D&D.
and you'll get cover.
Well, I'm gonna
You
go
would have
behind
half cover. There, you would have half cover.
I'm gonna go behind the desk and is what that dude. See the line of sight?
Hmm?
So I'm behind him.
So it would make sense for him to go to Vekni.
You can't
He can't
move.
move.
Oh.
He's got the shackles on his
Does
legs.
he have a ranged weapon?
He has the shackles on his legs.
Why would he be armed?
Why wouldn't he be?
Why would he be?
He never
He's
disarmed.
standing in the store.
He has shackles.
He does
on
not have a ranged weapon.
Yes, shackles on his legs.
Wait, does shackles say he gets 0 movement? Or he just moves with difficulty? If you have your leg shackles on, you could move.
The shackles don't say anything.
Yeah, he
So
can
it's-
move.
It's up to you to decide.
He
what
can move, but it's as if he's moving through difficult terrain, so he's half movement.
happens.
Yeah. So I don't know if he can reach you though.
Let me see.
You tell me, but
You can move with leg shackles on.
they're your fucking shackles.
Yeah, he can still get the Vekni, but he just can't get around her. I've put shackles on inmates fucking hundreds of times. You could walk with shackles on.
You can try to escape them.
He's not gonna try to escape them. He's gonna walk up to Vekni and attack her.
Of course.
He only gets 1 attack, but he does have advantage with his ability.
I'm dead. Go ahead, just kill me.
Let's do critical rolls. What's your health?
3.
3? So, I'll tell you right now, he's got a +5 to hit, and he has advantage. We're gonna do a critical roll. His high roll is a 21.
I'm good, so I'm dead.
You have 3?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure you will go down, because he hits with a d12.
And I'm dead. What's his plus?
3.
I'm
Yes,
dead.
you're down.
Sorin, I'm dead.
You're not dead, you're down.
I'm dead, because Dan
Don't
sucks.
be a baby.
He designed an encounter for 4 people.
Alright, so
He's down.
Alright, can I ask you how though? Because I was
With a great axe.
Yeah, man.
He pulled out a great axe. Oh, wait a minute! That takes half movement. Hold on. Could he have attacked? Hold on. I moved 10 feet to get to you, which would be
Half
20
movement.
feet in difficult terrain,
Then no, he couldn't.
and he has to pull out his weapon, he could not have attacked. Never mind. He could not have attacked. My bad. Sorin. Oh no, I'm sorry. Vekni.
So then Vekni, as this guy starts shuffling up with shackles, she's going to do one of those Dark Soul rolls, beep, boop, and get behind him.
Okay. He's gonna use his reaction to face you.
Okay, then I'll just go. Bloop, bloop.
Well, when you stop, he uses his reaction to face you.
Well, yeah, but then I have movement.
Okay.
45 feet of movement. I'm fast.
Okay.
Fuck, boy.
No, when you stop moving, he'll use his reaction.
Why? You can literally move, stop, and then move again.
It's a reaction, so when you go to attack him, he uses his reaction to face you.
So that is the proper way to say it,
Yeah.
not the first way you said
Fine. When you stop to attack him, he uses his reaction to
First
face
attack with you facing me.
you. Which we've never done, but that is how you're supposed to do it. We haven't been doing it.
With
Now,
my
keep in mind that you have to do it when he use these.
When he
use the
attacks.
action.
You're
use
correct.
the reaction to turn around.
You're correct.
13.
13 hits.
A quit?
13 hits.
He's a different character. He's not the armor guys. 13
12.
hits. Okay.
And then
He doesn't look that hurt.
I'll move behind him.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're rolling with advantage.
Now I am.
You're already rolling with advantage
What?
because of something with his ability. You don't know why.
Oh.
You're without going behind him. You're rolling with advantage.
Alright, so
He was also rolling with advantage against you.
that didn't matter for the first attack. Second.
I'll have to tell you how his abilities work.
24.
That hits him.
Got a little advantage. 1 plus 6 is 7.
Okay.
And then
He doesn't look that hurt.
bonus. I'm going down. I can't move away from. Wait, his weapon's not drawn. I can.
His weapon is not drawn. He did not have enough movement to draw it. But he can still unarmored. He can try to unarmored do something if he wants it as a reaction.
With his
Oh no, he used his reaction already. He already used his reaction to
Yeah, you
face
should
you.
use reaction.
So never mind, he can't.
Oh. Okay, so then I'll go from here.
I like using these rules. I think it makes it so much better.
2.
Honestly.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3.
What, like with your stuff, right? This is bad for us. However, because of the way you're allowed to do things and react and do certain stuff, an encountered and designed for 4 is still
Fucking hard as shit.
it's hard, but also I feel like we're able to do things with just the 2 of us.
Because
Even though-
if you're smart with your terrain, your positioning, you can get advantages to make things happen.
yeah.
Oh, advantage just saved my ass. I've crit 1 to at least 5 times tonight, but I've had advantage on almost every single hit.
So does your turn end now?
Yeah, I used my movement. I moved over here.
Okay. And Sorin.
So he's over there, so I can just move.
Oh, you're gonna just stay away from him, you fuckers.
So I'm gonna go here.
He doesn't have range.
Get over here!
So I'm gonna go here, and now since we're over here, I'm gonna Tasha's Mind Whip that guy.
Save your spells. Use a cantrip.
If I Tasha's Mind Whip on his turn, he can only attack
Or move.
or move. He can't do both.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. What's the save?
I don't want to work.
Let's just play D&D all night.
I'm off, so I can
Let's play D&D all night.
call it out. So it's a intelligence save of 15, and this is my last spell.
Pass! Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, you still take 3d6, but it's half.
Okay. Wow, it's decent damage.
6. So you take 6 damage, and you don't suffer the negative effect.
Told you not to waste your spell.
He does look hurt, but not like on death's door, but he looks hurt.
Okay.
He's like shaking his head like, oh, fuck.
Now, does he have dwarf movement where 25 feet is his name?
His movement is... You know, I'm not gonna tell you what his movement is.
Matters.
You wouldn't know.
How far away is he?
I don't know. How far do you guys move?
Can I throw my dagger?
2,
out as a bonus
5.
action?
Oh, fuck, he's 15 feet away from Vekni.
It's 15 feet.
From Vekni.
That would make it 30
20
feet.
feet from you.
30 feet technically in difficult terrain because he's
For him to move, he'd have to use all his movement to get at Vekni.
all of them. Okay.
So he would still wouldn't be able to draw his weapon. He's going to use half of his movement to pull out his weapon. Then he's going to move one space
I fucking knew it.
to the table, and he's going to use his action to hide behind the table. And he's fully he has full cover from it at that angle.
Potions left? Healing potions?
0.
Yeah, fuck.
0.
He had to do that, or he's going to die.
0.
Vekni.
So full cover doesn't make him immune.
Yeah, full cover at that angle. You cannot hit him if you have to see him.
What do you mean?
If you have to see him, you cannot hit him at all unless you change your position.
As Vekni runs from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, she'll draw her longbow, and he's not covered in.
He's not covered at all? Alright, so no cover. Like I said, he's hurt, so...
Do I have...
How much movement did you move to get to him? And then you had to use half movement to pull out your longbow as well.
That's 15 feet, I have 45 feet of movement.
So what's half your movement?
Half of 45.
So let's say 20. So 20 feet to pull out the longbow?
Let's round it up, so it's 25.
Whatever, I only moved 15.
So you have how much left? 5?
Sure.
Okay. You got 5 movement.
Do I have advantage?
Why?
I don't know, I had it last time.
Oh, no. His ability requires him to attack.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no.
Don't give me fucking attitude.
I'm not giving you attitude.
What do we think of it?
There's a lot
Bonus
going on.
action Kent I
There's a lot going on.
22.
Do that
Yeah.
with okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that shot does not core arcade.
Cool.
That I'm sure of. All it does is add D4. That's all it does.
It's like Hunter's Mark now.
It's worse.
I think Hunter's Mark is
A
D6.
D6.
Yeah. And I think you only have to do it like one, but it costs a spell slot.
10,
So it's
15 piercing,
fuck, really?
and 8 plus 2 plus 5.
He's still alive, but he does not look good. He looks so the arrow hits him here, and he's like, oh, and he's and a little bit of blood trickles out of his mouth onto his dwarven beard. He looks fucked up.
13 plus 8, 21.
That hits him. Fuck. He's not gonna get to go again.
I don't know. I might. 6 plus 11.
Describe it.
Right through the eye. I'm so fucked. I got 3 life. 0 spells. 0 spells.
Huh?
Long rest, short rest. I don't give a fuck. I'm good in the town.
Actually, no, short rest is
Technically.
good. Because I get my key points back. Short rest is good.
Let me give you your XP.
I could cast invisibility on both of us again with a short rest.
Okay. But we gotta get
I mean,
Mickleon.
what's that?
We gotta get Mickleon out.
Yeah.
825 apiece. Each get 825. AP. Let's just start drinking. 825 each.
Alright, so I recover spell slots equal to half my level rounded up. So 5, so it rounds up to 3. So I can get 1 third level spell slot back, 3 first levels, or a 2 and 1.
Say again, I wasn't paying attention. I get all my key points back on a short rest. Alright, so he dropped dead
How'd you kill him?
with an arrow.
Through the eye.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't even know
Tryfal's tied up and gagged.
I don't even know who this fucking poor guy was. I'm gonna go over to the guy that just died though. I'm gonna get my fucking ankle bracelets back.
I will recover my arrows and eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yep. I'm also gonna search this fucking desk.
Your javelin didn't seem that overpowered in that fight.
It's 'cause I
It
didn't
was
hit.
good.
I didn't hit, that's why. In the last fight, I critted on it.
Yeah, that was all electric damage because he didn't hit.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like crazy overpowered.
No, that's what I told you. And now I can't use it till I rest.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even when you rest. It's actually
full day.
It's a
It's
full day.
until dawn. I think it says it at dawn.
But isn't it still early?
Can't be used again until next dawn. Yeah.
So what are you guys doing?
I can still use it though.
As
As
a
a
javelin.
regular javelin.
So
Go ahead.
What's it about 12 p.m. right now? Technically, because it was like 11:30 or something.
Yeah,
We got
sure,
here
12,
and
12.
it's action. You
It's
know,
like midday.
The fight was only like 6 seconds each, 30 seconds, blah blah blah.
That was a short fight, but it took a long time to get to the actual time.
Vekni will gather her javelin and arrows, and then I'm going to head to the back room.
You know what it was? It would have been so much better had Hypnotic Pattern just passed on all of them right off the get-go.
Yeah,
Or
'cause we
if
could've
your
just
other
went-
players showed up.
Or my other, yeah.
And that's how I balanced it.
Yeah.
What was it? Animated armor?
It's just a stat block for a character, for a creature.
You can tell us what it is. It's over.
I'm not.
Why not? It's over.
They have 33 HP. 17 HP? No, it had to been
Obviously more than that.
20 something HP because I was able to take one down one round.
You know, you could have just changed the encounter and dropped less fucking guys when you knew it was only 2 of us. But no, you do you. It's all good.
Alright, so
You guys won.
Vekni's gonna go to the back room where she thought, where she was told McLean lived.
I'm getting my shackles and I'm investigating the desk while he does this.
She.
Back there?
Is he dead? Is that cooler?
Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got it?
I don't know. I guess so.
Okay.
She locked up?
He is manacled and chained to the wall.
Okay. Is he okay?
Yeah. He's sleeping. He's asleep.
She'll run in and be like, McLean! Why the fuck are you sleeping in the middle of this day?
Oh, Vekni. I think Tryfal put me under some kind of a spell. He was all upset. He said something about his son, and he was worried you were gonna do something. I don't know. He did some kind of magic. Is he okay?
He's tied up, but he is not hurt.
You didn't hurt him? Oh, Vekni, thank you so much.
I can't say much for the dwarf.
What happened to him?
He tried to fight me, I killed him.
Iradact is dead?
You-
He wasn't my friend, but he wasn't a bad man.
Well, they threatened me and my friend.
Is Sorin there?
No, he's in the other room.
Search at the desk.
Who was your friend?
Sorin.
Roll investigation.
She'll tell him about how he animated armors and they all attacked us when we walked in.
19 total.
You found something.
I can't read this, Dan.
It's in Draconic.
What is it? He wrote it in Draconic?
Yeah.
So what, I guess there's another letter then that you have that's in English after I fucking decode this shit?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking dickhead.
Vekni will,
It's clever, I'll give you credit.
Vekni yells out to Sorin, she's like, Sorin, lock the door.
Sorin will do that, pull that over.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lock. Sure.
Are there curtains on the windows and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Your battle didn't appear to draw guards.
Is there even like a sign on the door I can turn over and says closed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, she goes to McLean, she says, hold here, I'll see if I can find the keys.
Where are we gonna go? To that queen you spoke of?
So that is where we plan on going, but things might have changed for now.
Okay.
Just,
Just make sure you don't hurt Tryfal. He's honestly he's my best friend.
so why would he have you as a slave, lock you up and put you to sleep by magic?
I honestly we've been speaking about how he was thinking about freeing me.
I do not trust him.
I do.
He was the master of arms. She was the master of arms for the King Lorien.
He spoke much about King Lorien and how much he loved him.
But now he works for Vigor.
The new rulers of our kingdom.
And what does he say of that?
Oh, they even treated him badly.
Is he loyal to Vigor?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Now, if you say he is your friend, how does he? What are his thoughts on the Clad and Prince Lorien?
Clad. Talking about the rebels in the city.
Yes.
They're trying to ruin everything that Vigor has built. You can't possibly think that they're good guys.
But the Clad, they have Prince Lorien.
Doesn't mean anything to me. I'm from Thaddeus like you.
I know, but I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about your friend outside. What are his thoughts?
I know he's a good man, and he understands that Vigor conquered the kingdom. He accepts it. You know, he had a good position under King Lorien, but he hasn't been treated poorly by the Vigor lords.
I understand
Speaking
that.
of bigger lords.
I understand that. In all honesty, I do not care who sits on the throne of this land. I'm just,
Can you free me and we can embrace? I want to hold you. I want to touch you. I want to kiss you again.
I see you two of you do that.
She'll lean down and kiss him on his forehead. Let me find the keys.
Closes his eyes and he tries to lean towards you as you kiss him on the
Can
forehead.
you do it again?
He's more stoic than that.
Come on.
This is a younger looking version of the McLean that you know. Like I said, he looks younger than when you met him. Did you watch the graphics of the episode at all? He looks young.
I listen to everything. I don't watch him.
He's young, shirtless, with rippling abs. Tryfal has keys on him that are to the manacles and the shackles and stuff.
Okay. So I will grab Tryfal himself and the keys and bring them both into the back room.
Okay.
And I'll unlock McLean.
He's gagged, correct?
Tryfal, yeah.
Yeah.
And I will shackle him to the wall.
Okay. Yeah, there's no checks or anything.
Yeah. So he's still tied up and bound and gagged, and now he's shackled to the wall.
Okay.
And I'll look to McLean and be like, I told you I did not hit him.
Let's put this guy in that cell that he was in too.
He just did that.
I just did that. Yeah.
Vekni, I thank you. I asked you not to hurt him, and I appreciate that you didn't harm him at all. It's a shame that you killed Iradact, but I understand.
And he was attacking us.
I understand.
So what is it, like midday?
It's now 12:30.
You can probably shorten rest here. The bar's closed, the windows are shut, the door's locked.
Yeah. What happened to all the weapons here?
I don't know. I didn't know that they removed them. They must have expected you guys to come here.
Well, where did they store the weapons?
As far as I know, just in the shop. Tryfal has a residence somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Is that why we're here?
What?
There's all +1 weapons here.
My backpack and my fucking dynamite.
Oh, that's right, your backpack. It's not here.
He's tied up, gagged, and shackled to the wall. He ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Take the train off! Hey, break the door! You're going nowhere!
Well,
Maybe he tells us where everything is.
he's also a mage such as yourself. If he unbind his mouth, he might be able to do something. He also can just start screaming and attracts the guard. And the city is already on high alert.
And there are all guards out. You already saw there are many guards outside the shop where you are.
Actually, you know what? A short rest might actually be advantageous to us because by then all the wanted signs for myself could be down.
So that's fair.
That actually makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the longer we're actually in here, the better it is because right now people are still attacking me because none of the signs are down.
Vekni leans over Tryfal, and she whispers in his ear.
While she's doing that, can I ritual cast comprehend languages?
Sure.
It takes 10 minutes.
What are you trying to do?
Read this note.
Oh. Yes.
She leans over and whispers in his ear, "Long live the king, whose name is Lorian."
Okay.
Does he react?
He is like he's been the whole time.
There's no expression change on him.
No.
Vekni is going to lean against the wall, slide down,
Oh.
and she's going to begin to start a short rest.
There's one more thing that I do after I read this.
Okay. What's that?
So we're all in the back room.
Can you let me know when comprehend languages work?
10 minutes later, you are able to read.
That.
Vekni pulls a bottle of whiskey out of her bag and starts taking a couple sips as she's attempting a short rest.
When you lay down and try to attempt to rest, you actually feel yourself falling asleep, and something feels off to you, Vekni. You start to see these images that they don't. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. It's basically these If you're not fully asleep, it's these waking nightmares.
Wait, what's going on right now?
Vekni's trying to take a short rest. Apparently, I'm having nightmares.
You taking a short rest now?
Hell yeah. Dude, I have 3 HP.
Oh.
This many's.
As you fall asleep, you see some disturbing images.
You look at the images as well.
First
We're
is a
seeing.
lavishly furnished room.
As you fall asleep, you see some disturbing images. The first is a lavishly furnished room, filled with expensive art and tapestries. Next is a humanoid creature who reaches out with a single long-nailed finger and lightly caresses the head of a large black crow. The crow is holding a letter in its talons. In a flurry of black feathers, the bird takes off through a window and ascends into the sky. As the crow rises higher and higher, you can see it depart from a majestic castle. Your vision blurs, and you see something that seems very recent. You see the Ningyo fish you had released, and watch as it falls from the deck of the tusk cart. It smiles mischievously at you, and seems to wink before hitting the water. Your view shifts. Now you can see through the eyes of the crow as it soars high over a vast ocean. You're back aboard the tusk cart. After rescuing Teclis from Yater, you see Teclis examining Roland's blood-red scimitar. It's exactly as you remember it, except there's something different here. There's a visage of a terrifying shadowy demon hovering over Teclis as he looks at the blade. Was this creature there when Teclis met his end? Did Roland know? The being looked aggravated as it watches Teclis trying to identify whether or not Roland's sword is cursed. The visage reaches out with a clawed hand and plunges its shadowy arm straight through Teclis' chest. Teclis' eyes grew wide, and he stumbles as he clutches at his heart. No! You could have prevented this if you had known. If Roland had said something. You see through the eyes of the crow as it travels over barren fields and abandoned homesteads. The people who once tilled these lands moved on or perished long ago. The crow's vision blurs. You see a dark chamber filled with drow. Some dead on the floor, others fighting. A half-elf bard dances in the corner of the room like an idiot. You see a half-elf ranger that looks like your son, but he still has his nose. The witch Queen Moranthi, an evil being that destroyed Coldbank, was there too. Kevlion looks over to a human paladin with a sad, resigned expression. He knows what he must do. Kevlion teleports over to 3 of his fallen allies and interlocks their hands. He looks to the paladin again and gives a determined, courageous nod. No! You scream. No! Don't leave him alone! But no one seems to hear your anguished cries. Morathai brings her whip down upon the half-elf ranger, ending his life.
Arg! Marathi, you'll pay for this. I'll come back to your city, burn it to the ground, and you will face my vengeance.
Morathai smiles coldly at the paladin. Despite his impressive display in this battle, the human is alone and about to die. I think not. Your mortal life ends here. The paladin takes a step forward and disappears, leaving a white mist in his wake. He reappears over his fallen comrades, confidently grabs a half-orc's hand, and says the words, Kaldura Azavestos. He and 3 of his defeated allies disappear, leaving Kevlion's dead body behind. Your son, was he dead? You get the sense of suddenly falling, and your view changes. Now you see a large cavernous area. You've never seen this place before. There are shoddily constructed wooden structures scattered against the cave walls. Bulking and massive, the Minotaur pirate captain Radalac stands before Prince. He points his great sword at Radalac and smiles. He then charges at Radalac with his great sword held high in the air. A half-elf dressed like a king and a human wizard watch on. The half-elf looks like the dancing fool present when your son died in Harganeth. Prince cocks his arms to swing the massive blade, but is intercepted as Iradact steps forward, grabbing Prince's wrists in one massive hand before he could swing true. Iradact jerks Prince's arm, and a sickening crack echoes off the cavern walls. Prince's great sword clatters harmlessly to the cavern floor, and Iradact sends Prince crashing to the ground with a backhanded slap. The Minotaur laughs. Soon, other voices follow along. The voices did not sound human. You awaken in a cold sweat and a stinging pain on your right cheek.
Vekni wakes up without the benefit of her rest and 1 level of exhaustion. Her max HP is reduced by 5.
I'm dead. You just killed me.
No, wouldn't it be just...
Your max HP decreases by 5, not your current HP.
So my cheek hurts. I didn't get my rest.
Left cheek?
Yeah, my cheek, right cheek. Make lay on your dog. Slapping my foot. Damn it, I lost 5 HP.
Max HP. And your 1 level of exhaustion, you did not get any benefit from the rest.
So can I ask something? Like, when does that happen in conjunction with what I'm doing?
He's resting for 2 hours. 1 hour. So during that 1 hour rest.
This letter over to McLean. Is he still awake, right?
Yeah, he was sleeping. He woke him up. He's not going back to sleep.
I'm going to bring this letter over to McLean and I'm going to ask him, what do you know of Master Rokosu and Kasumi Village?
I don't know anything about any of this. This is completely foreign to me. I can't even read this.
Is he like unchained and unlocked and like that
Yeah,
stuff?
He's free.
I can't even read what this says. I don't even know what language this is. He doesn't know anything about that letter or anything about Master Rokosu.
Well, I'm going to read it to him anyway.
Okay.
Are you going to short rest again?
Yeah.
After this?
I'm super fucked up. I can't.
You're
not,
gonna short rest again.
I have to. Dude, I have 3 HP and a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Well, because I guess my question is that do I need a long rest now?
If you're gonna long rest, then I'm gonna long rest. We should probably wait till it's dark.
So this happened to Vekni, and she's under the impression that what she needs to do is rest again.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hear on a window on the armor shop.
Okay. On the window?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll go to the window and it's a curtain, right? So kind of like...
You see, like, right in front of your face, a black crow.
Okay.
There's a letter in its talons.
Alright. Is there any kind of like chimney in this place?
No.
Okay. So, I'm gonna not like open the curtains, but I'm gonna like kind of stick my hand into where the window is and then raise the window, and then just kind of take the curtains and just enough.
It looks very similar to the crow that Vekni killed.
Okay.
This is the letter that you got. The crow flies away unkilled this time by Vekni.
How do I know that name?
You've heard that name so many times. It was mostly directed towards Roland. Roll history.
Yeah. I don't...
Roll history. Your DC's 8.
Oh, I have a 7, so plus, 12 plus 7, 19.
You're familiar with that name. You know you've never met him, but he is the person that is the Lord of Chaos and has been talked to as though he is some kind of like a messiah type figure for those people under him, like Sir Trentham and Blackwing.
Is he one of the 3 Fury Lords?
No, he's in the faction Chaos. Blackwing and Sir Trentham talked about him as though he is the savior of the world. He must become king to prevent a coming calamity that will end the world.
Oh. Okay.
You've heard about him. You've never met him.
Okay.
And Roland heard about him often as well. It was often, things were directed towards Roland about this person.
Brad's character.
And the crow flies away. Unkilled by Vekni.
I'm gonna pet the crow on the back of his head. I want the rose.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks similar to the crow in Vekni's Nightmare that you did not see.
I didn't see it. So, alright. I am going to go to Meklian. Right?
Yes. He is there and he's awake.
Yeah, Meklian and Meklian and it's not Teclis, it's the other guy's name.
Tryfal. His son Tryant, he said, was locked in the jail.
So I'm going to ask Tryfal.
Currently, Tryfal is bound and gagged. Currently.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
And Vekni is having her nightmare right now.
Yeah. I can't short rest right now.
You can.
So I'm going to go ask. I keep forgetting this guy again. Tryfal.
You gonna remove his gag?
I'll tell you in a second.
When you looked out the window and that crow had letters in its talons, you also noticed that outside of the armor shop, you saw Galloway, no longer wearing Blood Mist colors, but now wearing Forte colors, and the four orcs posse that he has with him were with him as well.
You're not wearing what colors anymore?
He's no longer wearing the Blood Mist colors, that black and red. He is now wearing that orange and light blue of Forte. And he's got that sigil, that spear.
So I'm going to go to.
He's outside of the armor shop, though.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Tryfal.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that, but I'm going to go to Tryfal. So what I'm going to do with Tryfal is I'm going to pat him down.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can find his spell focus, if any.
Okay.
Either a wand or a sigil or a ring or a pendant, a book, anything that's on his person that I would deceive as a spell focus.
Stand by. You see this small forging hammer on him that appears like it would be probably too small to be useful in forging weapons. And you could determine that it's... Well, why don't you roll an Arcana?
Okay.
Your DC is 10.
I have a 7, so 15 plus 7.
Alright, so you can determine that it's probably what he uses to cast spells.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take that
Okay.
away from him.
Take it away from him. Okay. That's his spell focus.
Yeah, and then what I'm also going to do is take... Yeah, I'm going to take the rope that I have. You know what? He's wearing clothing, right?
Yeah.
Like a t-shirt or...
No, he's has like a button-down shirt on, black,
Okay.
and he has black slacks.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife out, my dagger. I'm going to cut off the sleeve of the shirt, like right around the right here, because it's a long sleeve shirt, right?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to cut this off and remove the whole sleeve.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use it and tie it around his eyes.
Okay.
Alright? And then when I do that, that's when I'll remove the gag from his mouth. You can't see.
You killed Iradact. You bastard!
Well, I came here to talk to you,
You killed my friend.
and you forced the fight.
I have to do whatever I can to save my son.
Did you even ask if we could help?
Help how? My son's is locked in the jail. Karaganda, Harshal, Thaxos, they're all here. His lieutenants are here.
And yet, you know nothing.
I know my son is jailed, and that you are wanted, and so is your friends.
So you knew that we were wanted,
Yes.
and we are no longer wanted.
What? That's foolishness.
Is it?
Yes.
So you serve Furia,
Sir Vigor, Forte.
who serves the Fury Lords.
Of course.
correct?
Of course, Infuria, of course.
And you know the one they call an Oaser?
I never met him, I know of him.
Well, things you wouldn't have known and things I only just found out myself. He happens to be my father. He has removed my bounty.
He's an orc. That's foolish. I don't believe you.
Want to have any kind of roll to see if he believes me?
Well, persuasion. Your DC is 14.
Persuasion. Plus 4. See what happens. 5 plus 4, 9.
He does not believe you.
I don't like Kevin. Where's Kevin when you need him, huh? Whether you believe me or not, everything I tell you today is true.
Well, he doesn't believe you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, what do you know of Kasumi Village?
I have recently been given documents about Kasumi Village and about the ninja of Kasumi, about them wanting to meet with the Samurai Nation and the Shogunate. Apparently they fled the city after Lorgan was taken in for questioning, and these documents were given to me by Forte to interpret and give that information to Karaganda.
So Karaganda does not have his information yet?
No.
And what is taking you so long to get back to our leader, Karaganda?
Well, I had to decipher the draconic words. That's not my first language. It takes me a little bit to decipher this language and then interpret what the meaning is. These words.
Taking me but mere seconds.
Well, you have a better understanding of a better understanding of languages than I.
Would you like to tell me? Would you like me to tell you what it is?
Sure, yeah. Are you going to permit me to live after this meeting? Because if not, you might as well just kill me now.
I have no intention of killing you now. I had no intention of killing you to begin with. Nor
You
yourself.
killed Iradact, one of my best friends.
And like I told you before, I came here to talk to you.
My son, don't you understand? My son is imprisoned by Karaganda in the mayor's building, and the mayor just executed several important people in our town. Those that don't do what Karaganda wants die. Don't you understand what kind of a brutal person this is?
The
That we're dealing
mayor
with?
is dead. Rochambeau.
I have not heard that.
Rochambeau is dead.
How do you know this?
Well,
I've not heard anything about them being dead. They said Frank Mandrill was dead, but he's not. If anything, he's going to be stronger than ever.
you're right. I'm not here to convince you who was alive and who was dead.
No, tell me, please. You're saying they're dead. Tell me about it. Is the mayor dead? How do you know this? The mayor is a fat, greedy, sweaty person. Disgusting. But if he is dead, I would love to know about it. I serve Forte. I do as they wish. Rochambeau is one of Karaganda's lieutenants, just like Harshal and Daxos. There's no way she could have been defeated.
You're right. I myself only heard that they were dead. But
From
just,
whom?
But like you said, I also heard that
How?
Frank Mandrill was dead too, and he is back.
Who did you hear it from that the mayor and Rochambeau were dead? Rochambeau is not a person that can be killed.
I heard it from some guards who were outside watching the gates.
Okay.
But they also told me that Frank Mandrill was dead as well.
Dr. Domenica was summoned from the... I don't know, what's it called down here? The bottom right?
Domenica Medical Center?
Dr. Domenica was summoned from the medical center and has been attending to Frank Mandrill since his body was recovered. apparently he is still disfigured, but quite alive, and very angry at you and Vekni for attacking him. He's able to speak. Apparently, his mission in life has kind of somewhat changed.
What do you mean?
He had always been about taking Forte and elevating Forte to being the greatest branch of Vigor through research and science, but no longer is that his goal. His goal now is killing you and Vekni.
Well,
for attacking him and taking away Lady Epona from his laboratory.
Well, he can certainly try.
I'm sure he will.
But like I said to you before, and even though you don't believe me, one of the Fury Lords is my brother. Now let's get down to business.
Okay.
I'm going to read this to you.
Okay.
To the Shogunate of Jisai. The flame requests we join with you with your strength to topple the current ruler of Dovah. The flame knows this man and believes him to be despicable in his eyes?
Sorry?
To be a force in your region. I was going to skip that word. I can't read. I owe the flame a great debt that I must pay. Let us meet on your side at the Jisai Dovah border and discuss in person. I will meet with you there,
Okay.
along with the chieftain and the Atama clan and his only son. Sincerely, Master Wokosu of the Kasami village.
I can tell you what I know, but much of that letter is just nonsense to me.
What do you know?
So, all this speaking of the flame, I know not who the flame would be. Is that a leader in Forte, in Vigor? I've never heard of the flame person before. I do know that Jisei, the Samurai Nation, and Dovah have had an alliance for a long time. But I suppose when Vigor took over the Lorian dynasty, perhaps that changed things.
Mm-hmm.
And these Kasumi village people that we're talking about, I don't know who they are. I don't know anything about Kasumi village.
So when he says that,
What is the flame? The flame? It's awkward to me.
it sounds like
It's not even a person's name.
Sounds like somebody's name.
It doesn't sound like a name to me. It sounds like I don't even know what that is.
Sounds like a nickname.
Okay, well, who is that?
Not sure.
Have you ever heard of another person who had some kind of a name with a the, and then I've never heard of that before. And I served under King Lorien for many years before Vigor took over the kingdom.
I mean, out of character, is it the face?
You have paperwork referencing the in different names. I don't think the flame is one of the ones that you have.
Criminal history, though, right?
Sure. Roll history. Your DC is 18.
18. 5 plus 7, 12.
You don't know?
Oh, no, can't remember. So while this is happening, I'm going to ask for Meklius' hand.
Miclean?
Meklius.
He, okay, I don't understand what's going on quite, but...
So when he grabs my hand, I'm going to shut my eyes, I'm going to like rub it like this. And I'm going to ritual cast Identify.
Okay.
So you choose one.
You know that it's a spell.
Yeah, I figured.
Cast by Wilma. It was Wilma's spell. And that Miclean is not a real person. You just cast Identify. I have to tell you what it did. You were able to determine that this is not a real person. This is part of a spell.
funny that you say that. I actually casted this with the intention, thinking that he was under a spell of
He's not under any
Tryfal's.
spells. No.
Tryfal's.
No.
For why he is so imbued with this love for him. It's like, even though he's a slave.
He is a part of Wilma's spell from your one shot with Brian. That's why he just appeared suddenly in Dovah near Vigor Valley City. Didn't know where the fuck he came from. Didn't understand what year it was. He didn't understand why he was so young and in his prime.
Someone's got a lot to digest.
Yeah.
So does Sorin actually know that Wilma did that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
I told you after Brian completed the one shot. You see a visage only that you can see, of Wilma coming through your hag's eye to approach Vekni and touch her on the face. That's how she got cursed. You have to see it. No one else can see it in the room though. But Wilma comes through your hag's eye to touch her in exchange for killing the crow. That's something that you see.
So,
but it's invisible to everyone else.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to Miklian and tell him that Vekni has sights on killing this gentleman here.
Who? Tryfal.
Tryfal.
I don't think Vekni cares now that he's tied up and stuff. I don't think she cares.
Vekni told you.
Yeah, but when tied up, I don't think she wants to kill him. She thought she would have to kill him, but he's tied up. I don't think she's going to.
If you are a slave, correct?
Yeah, I am the slave to Tryfal, but as I've explained to you, he is kind of my friend. I don't think he intends to do anything bad to me.
I don't think so either.
But his friend Iradact was also a good man, and killing him wasn't necessary.
As I said before to Tryfal, Vekni and I came in here with not the intentions to fight. They drew first blood.
I understand that. Tryfal was very upset when Vekni left here. And after speaking of trying to break me out, apparently what had happened was when Karaganda returned to Vigor Valley City, he interrogated some of the tavern and restaurant owners here, and he learned that Tryant helped those that opposed Vigor, and Sir Deej, and Nicholas, and the Assassination Squad, and Mayor Shroud, and Rochambeau. They're all missing or dead. Tryfal felt the only way to get his son out of the jail was to capture you guys and present them to Karaganda, who would release Tryant in exchange. You have to understand, Tryfal, the most important thing to him is his son. He would do anything to save his son. He's not a bad man. He's a good man.
And I find that to be very admirable.
He wanted to save his son.
But this is where I feel your problem lies.
Where's that?
Is that you are a slave to this man.
I am.
And if we escape you now, and leave him alive,
yes,
he may search for you. And I do not feel as Vekni will allow him to live. Is that if you leave with us,
yes,
Vekni will still kill Tryfal today.
Why? He's been defeated. He's bound. No, please don't.
And you are still his slave, whether we take you by force. He may go after his son. He may rescue his son.
If I leave, I won't be a slave.
He
but
may come back for his slave.
Tryfal is not a bad man. Please don't kill him.
Vekni has stated before that she has no problem killing this man.
But he's a good man.
And she has said that to you in front of him. Is that correct?
Yes. But he's a good man. Why kill him? He's done nothing wrong.
This is what I can do. I can do this for you, and even though he does not believe me, I can do this for him today too.
Okay.
I can guarantee his safety, I can help his son, and I can help you.
Tryfal's ungagged, right?
Yes.
He says to you, when you say that, he says, "Whoa, Sorin, what could you possibly do? Karagonda does not take kindly to incompetence. If my slave was released by you and by Vekni, he would not spare me. He would not spare my son. I view my son as my legacy. If he was to perish, I have no purpose anymore in this world."
Sorin is going to say, with much confidence in his voice,
Yes.
you were a member of the Burning Fist, were you not?
I was, although now I'm much younger than even before I joined. It doesn't make sense to me.
And you know who the Burning Fist were?
I know who they were in my time.
They were the heroes of Ferelden, correct?
I can tell you the last thing that I remember.
And what is that?
I remember growing old. I remember fighting with the mercenary mercenary group, the Burning Fist, under the dwarf Morgrim. Morgrim aging. He grew older and older, but dwarves age slower than humans do. I became an old man before I knew it. And I remember gasping my last breath, dying. I remember thinking, I lived my whole life, raised my son in the Order, Kevlian, and still, it was the woman, Marjorie Sharpeye, that I thought about, and I gave my last breath, how I missed her and how I wish she was by my side. But she wasn't there, and I perished.
I want you to take a look at this.
What's that?
And Sorin is going to show him the ledger.
Okay.
And on the ledger it has the symbol of Ferelden on it, the rose kind of embroidered into the leather.
The ally ledger from Lord Winnegar, right?
No, the ledger from Wilma, the Burning Fist members.
She never gave me the ledger. The ledger that you have is from Lord Winnegar of 1.
And what does my mother give me?
She never gave you the ledger.
So how am I recruiting the names they're all signing on?
Through talking to them. She never gave you the
I
ledger.
thought they were signing this thing this whole time.
That ledger the whole time was from Lord Winnegar from 1. For allies to join 1. Wilma never gave you a ledger.
So everything that I'm getting from them is just word of mouth?
Yes. No. The ledger that you have is from Lord Winnegar.
Okay. But it's just a... Okay.
She never gave you a ledger.
No, that's fine. So I'm going to open up the...
I'm certain.
That's right. Yeah, I'm going to open up the ledger.
Okay.
So,
if you haven't signed it.
Gragas Stormberger's name is there. And Wundrin.
Mm-hmm.
His name is both in there. I'm going to show him that.
Okay.
But what I'm going to tell him is that...
I don't know either of those people.
I know you don't. But you know my stepfather, Dogen.
Yes!
You know my father, Odoacer. And I have met your son, Kevlian. Odoacer, my father, Kevlian, Gragas, right? These are all still members of the Burning Fist, and they all defeated the vampire, Vlad, who is taking over Ferelden. A truly evil being.
I have heard many stories about this vampire named Vlad. But I never heard about him being a threat to Thaddeus. What happened?
He was destroyed by Odoacer, by Morgrim, by Wundrin, you see here, Gragas, And most of all, your son Kevlian, who still lives today.
Where's Calvin?
He's in Greystone, or Queen's Grace. Queen's Grace.
Oh, Kevlin's in. Okay.
And the reason I tell you this is because before you asked me how can I guarantee the safety of your master here and yourself. I work with and serve these members. And you were once one of them, were you not?
Lord of the Burning Fist, of course. Yes, I was a devout member. I lived most of my mortal life
So
serving the order.
you know how righteous they are.
Yes, they would only serve good. Does the order still exist?
Slowly but surely, the order is coming back together again. And then again, he shows him the ledger with the two names on it so far.
Woundred and Gravis. I know neither of them.
They were a time after you, but they were during the darkest time. And it defeated a great evil. And now evil is on its way again.
What do you need of me?
I need you free, and I need to make sure that your master here will not come for you.
Tryfal, once free from his bonds, would come for me for certain.
And this is where I can use you. If you say you are here to join us, join me, I will make sure Vekni does not kill him.
What do you need me to do?
As the other members of the Burning Fist have. As Gragas, as Wundren have. I need you to sign here.
Roll persuasion, your DC is 12. Son,
I have a
you
I had a plus
gain
4 roll to 9.
you gain 1,000 experience.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
It would have been split between you and Vekni had she been here.
I mean, you can still do that, it's fine.
1,000 experience is fine. She's just having a nightmare.
She's still here.
If you want to give her 500 XP, that's fine. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 500 to you, 500 to her. I'm just telling you that's how it's. You convinced McLean to sign your ledger, and he did. So you currently have 3 Burning Fist members that sign your ledger.
So before I take a long rest, before I go to sleep, I want to cast that Identify in the ledger that I have. I want
See if it's magical?
I want to see if there's anything other than it just being a regular
Okay,
ledger.
so what levels, do you have spells slots left for that?
It's a ritual.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just determine it's not magical.
Okay. So it's just a regular ledger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'll just use it for my own purposes then.
Sure.
As keeping record of the people who are joining the Burning
And
Fist.
you were given it by Lord Winnegar from one. She's resting for an hour.
Well, I'm taking an actual short rest because I have to.
Oh, so then you're both resting for okay. You're
Yeah,
both
but
resting.
1 hour, 4 hours.
What? A long rest is 4 hours. Short rest is a period of downtime at least 1 hour long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're only allowed to do like one short rest though in a day. Okay, so you hear a loud knock on the Tryfal's door. He's tied up, right?
Yep.
Where do you have him?
We're in the back room.
The little tiny room that McLean was sleeping in?
Technically, you and I are asleep, so maybe that NPC,
McLean?
baby daddy, who answered the door.
Yeah, but there's it's just armor all over the floor.
Yeah.
The dwarf's dead.
Yeah, but he's dead behind the desk.
In my
Or he
personal
died, he was
opinion,
behind the desk.
you and I are currently asleep. We're in the back room.
Well, we're not asleep. It was all a short rest. You don't have to be asleep.
Sorin could sleep if you want. Would Sorin be asleep? Someone would be asleep.
Well,
He's asleep.
you said you're taking a long rest or a short rest?
It's a short rest.
Oh, then
You don't have to be asleep. You breaking this? Are you tearing the pocket out?
no, just hit it with my knee.
Whole table's falling apart, dude.
It's not good.
I don't see that. Don't move at all.
Like some people walking through it. Are we on?
No? Shit.
Hey guys. Vekni will hear the knocking and she'll look like a little bit of a frightened look on her face and look at Micklin and go, huh? Yeah, well he works there.
Yeah, exactly.
Micklin, perhaps maybe you should answer the door since you work here.
Dan, I want to watch you roleplay with yourself.
Micklin, there's just 3 of them in the room right now. And Micklin looks around and he is like, but what about?
I'll search. Didn't we unlock him last session?
Yeah,
Yeah, so what is this?
he doesn't have anything on his wrist.
But he doesn't have things on his
He's a
wrist.
slave.
Yeah, but does he have things on his wrist when he's working?
Yeah, he showed you.
Oh, no, that was a long time ago.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
It's a long time ago.
Lock him up real quick, I guess.
Do you normally wear manacles when you're working?
Yeah, always.
Do you have a set in each room, or do you have one that lets you travel around?
There's a set chain to the wall outside, and there's a set chain to the wall in my room. That's it. Never allowed to leave the shop.
Would you be able to reach the door?
Boom, boom, boom! You hear the knock again. You start to hear muffled voices.
Can you reach the door if we put the manacles on you out into the main room?
Yeah.
Right, let's do that.
Okay.
So he'll go out, put his manacles on and answer the door, I guess.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna stay in the back room and close the door?
Who's
or-
answering the door?
Micklin.
Micklin? Yes. Oh. I'll cast Minor Illusion. And make it look like he's got
No, just
what's it called?
manacles.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The door's slightly cracked, but we can't. I'm wanted. I can't go out there.
So you see Micklin answer the door, and it looks like he's speaking with a guard, and they're speaking pretty low. How good you're hearing?
My passive perception is 16.
Yeah, I don't think hearing is a stat unless you're like an animal.
What's perception?
Okay.
Passive is 16.
Okay, so you can't really hear what they're saying.
Now, can I notice if the guard seems agitated?
Yeah.
He does. Okay.
Before he started talking to Micklin, he already seemed agitated.
If anything, you can go into the room. You're not wanted anymore.
So, if I look through the door, right? I can see them at the door?
Yeah.
Can I see anything behind them?
No, the angle that you are, and from where the door is to leave, and where the door to the back bedroom is, it's like kind of like an angle, like diagonal angle. So all you can really see.
Is there like a window at least I can like see through to
This
see
window,
the
yeah.
see the outside?
Yeah.
Right?
And you see there's a bunch of soldiers.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like. So it doesn't look like they're there with a purpose, as in there's like a whole army there just to enter the blacksmith or the armorer shop. You see soldiers like everywhere, like they're frantically moving around.
How far away is the door from where I'm at to the closest window?
20 feet.
Is there a window in this room that we're in?
No, definitely not.
And how did that? Didn't a crow come and give him a letter?
That was outside. That was not in the shop. You're just gonna wait?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Micklin talking to the guard.
Alright, so after a few more moments, Micklin closes the door, comes back over to you. He says, yeah, they're looking for you guys. Apparently, Vekni or Marjorie, you're wanted. And Sorin, apparently, there's orders to expel you from the city. They're going door to door trying to find the two of you. I convinced them everything's fine here. They walked off, but they might be back.
Someone's gonna ask Micklin to keep watch. He's gonna give him 500 gold pieces.
keep your money. I'm here for my love.
No, this is for the next group of cards that show up at the door.
Oh, a bribe.
Yeah,
That's good thinking.
This is for the next group of guards that show up at the door, who may or may not be as nice as the ones you just had.
It might be difficult to bribe guards when Karagonda's in the city, but I could try.
But yeah, I'm just gonna tell him, hold on to the door.
He's known to be a very brutal man. So you're trying to rest for 1 hour, right? No, roll a d20. We'll see if there's a knock or not. A modified. Let Joe roll it.
Go to the last one.
18.
18?
1-8.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so there's no knock.
Why did you say let Joe roll it?
You were gonna pass.
Yeah, 18.
Okay, 18.
Unmodified.
So you complete your short rest. So whatever effects you're supposed to get. But again, Vekni didn't get the effects of her rest.
So Vekni, when you, after your rest, Vekni's just sitting there in a cold sweat, and she recants what she saw as she was unable to move and like almost paralyzed. Is that fucking fish? And she tells you about the fish that she caught. I don't remember what happened. Just some fish with a face that said, "Let me free," or something.
You had heard from sailors that it was known to be a cursed fish.
Ningu fish or something like that.
Ningyo. It's bad.
It's Japanese. You got one of those, you can remove a curse, can't you? Is Micklin in the room with us?
Yeah.
She'll ask him what happened to her backpack and dynamite. And all the weapons.
He explains to you that Tryfal took all that stuff except for the backpack. He took all that stuff and he left with it. And he doesn't know where he went with it. But that the backpack is in underneath the desk, in one of the drawers. But that Tryfal never worked on it.
So, I restore my hit.
Everything's still in it.
With my short rest, I restore my hit points back to full, and I recover 1/3 of the spell slot.
Okay, so how many spell slots do you have? 1. Okay.
So my dynamite's still in it?
Yeah, he didn't take it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't take anything out of your backpack.
Yes, I got my dynamite back! Just don't hit me with fire.
Everything's still there.
So,
15 more sticks
I
of dynamite.
will, after hearing what Kevin had told me, I'm going to tell you that I'm very intrigued about the fish. I'd like to hear that story, but now is not the time. And I'm going to give you a potion of remove curse.
I will drink that potion. There is no curse condition in this.
Well, different curses are 2 different things.
2?
What?
2?
2 what?
You just said I was cursed by 2 different things.
I said different potions do different, or different curses do different things.
Oh.
But now that you mention it, you did have 2 curses on you. So you drink the potion, and it tastes sweet and salty.
Okay.
You could feel the stirring in your stomach as that the liquid settles in your belly. And you start to feel a little bit queasy. And you start to dry heave a little bit. And then you could feel this rush coming up through your stomach and into your throat. And it feels, it doesn't feel like, sometimes when you vomit, it's very watery, sometimes it's very chunky and thick, right? Definitely on the chunky side.
Delicious.
And if there was a way to describe the texture, which I don't really know how to describe this, I've never experienced it before, but I would say almost feathery. And a full-size crow expels from your mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
It flies, it's a living, it flies towards the nearest window, which is closed, bangs in the window, and is fluttering, trying to get out the window.
I'm just gonna sit there bewildered that a crow just flew out of my mouth.
And it's just banging on the window trying to get out, making quite a commotion.
Let it out!
I'm gonna run over and
I thought you said there was no windows in the room.
No, I said there were.
I asked if there was any windows in the little room.
In the little room, no. In the main room. It flew out into the main room. The little room has no windows.
I'll go over and open the window.
Do I get my 5 hit points back?
You'd have to rest.
But what are you talking about?
I lost 5 from my max HP.
But as I said, there were 2 curses.
Give me the other one.
It gets cold. Only one remove curse would remove all curses.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
It gets cold.
I think you were just saying that you don't get your 5 temporary hit points back until after
You have to rest again. So the entire room starts to get cold. It gets colder and colder. To the point where you're actually seeing like tiny little bits of frost appearing on the various surfaces in the room, on the countertop and whatnot. The noise outside, all that commotion that you had heard, it starts to get a little bit quieter. This fine mist.
The whole room's freezing.
This fine mist appears at the bottom on the floor, and slowly starts to rise, eventually covering the whole room. And Miklian's looking around like, Vekni, what's going on? Marjorie, what's going on?
I do not know. And she reaches for her sword, but she doesn't have it because it broke in the last fight.
Your sword did break.
And she grabs her whip, and she's still nauseous from puking up a fucking crow. And she stands there with her whip, with her hand like over her stomach.
Vekni, you're gonna hear a very familiar sound. It starts from far away, and then sounds as if it's getting closer. You hear a woman sobbing. You hear?
It's that fucking bitch from the boat that almost killed us.
What did you bring into this campaign?
Getting louder and closer and louder, and then you hear a whisper that you've heard before. Come here. Help me. Help me. Help me. Roberari.
Well, I'm dead. Dead as fuck.
What, is there something off about it?
No. Sorin's not in the room.
Oh, because you just let
I let the crow out the window.
Well, then the entire building has the mist and the cold. It's your entire structure you're in.
Okay.
Is there a barrel of water in this building?
There wasn't before.
Well, I don't know, because it's a
wait, hold on.
Quelching tanks.
Hold on. And there was that
where you quelch the steel to harden it.
What's that called? That remember I had the let me get the stuff out. Hold on. There's something I gotta put in there. There is water.
Yeah, there should be.
There is.
That's how you cool the steel down to get it harder.
All that shit's there. Wasn't expecting to have a fight here.
Yeah, us either, Dan.
All of a sudden, in the corner of a room, you see the back of a woman hunched over, holding her knees like this.
Going to play it as I was going to play it, because I had an escape plan for the house.
Okay.
I don't know who this person is, so I'm going to still do my escape plan for the house.
Okay.
I'm going to upcast visibility. Shit!
What?
You don't have any spell slots.
No, I do. Oh, no, we're good. I'm going to blink my crow out of existence. I mean, my owl, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly my owl over to the back room. Then I'm going to upcast invisibility. 3rd level. I'm going to touch Meklian, and I'm going to touch Vekni with it, and I'm going to run out the fucking front door. So, an invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or special senses. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature's location can be detected by any noise it makes or any tracks it leaves.
Okay.
Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage. That is invisibility. Or that is invisible, the stat.
So if you guys don't move, they might not know where you are.
Well, it's not those, it's just those two. I am still very visible. I am running out the fucking front.
Oh, so you're visible. So how much movement did you use? You just used 5, 10?
Zero.
What to get out the door? Using 5, 10, how are you opening the door? With an action? No. It's half your movement with to open the door?
That's how you want to do it. I understand it.
Alright, and then so you're 5 feet out the door, with the door open.
5 feet out the door with the door open.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Unless you're going to allow me to use a bonus action to open up the door.
No, it's be half movement or action. Bonus action can open the door.
Okay, fair enough. So, with that being said, then yeah, I am. How many feet outside the door?
You'd be 5. You're using half your movement to open the door.
5 foot out the door.
Okay.
So, right there.
What building were we in? C?
You're in the armor shop.
There's a glare. H.
It also, Dan, for the purpose of the owl, right? What I did requires no actions or bonus actions.
Yeah, you can move it. Owl has its own movement on his turn.
Yes. And it's always been here because it has never died.
McLean.
However, you can see the owl. The owl is not invisible.
And where is it right now? In the room?
It's that blue thing I put there.
In the room?
Yep, right where they are, because it had to touch them.
McLean is confused because he doesn't know what this thing is. So McLean...
Why don't you roleplay McLean as though he's aware that you're invisible and he's invisible, but he doesn't know like why or what's going on.
Okay. Well, he saw Sorin's eagle.
Nor does he know that that creature is evil. I mean, it made that demonic noise.
Does he even know the creature is in there right now? Can he see him actively?
He heard it. No, he can't.
He definitely heard it.
So he'll stand there and he'll hold his action to find out from Vekni what's going on, because he saw her get scared when she heard them. And he'll reach his arm back and put his hand on Vekni's leg as she's sitting on the bed. Or shoulder or whatever.
Vekni.
Vekni will stand up and she'll go, "Shit, it's here." And I know I'm invisible.
You know you're invisible.
I mean, do you look at your hand and you don't see it?
And you
Is that
know
how that works, or can I see myself?
You don't need to roll a history because that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
You know it's there. You know exactly what it is and what it can do.
Vekni will go to the door and just peek her head out to see if she can see this creature.
So you use how much movement? Using 10 movement?
Yeah, she'll go here and just peek her head around the corner.
So you see it in the corner of the room.
Is the mist still in here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, you're asking if she could see through it? Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's what I was asking.
It doesn't obscure her vision where she can't see.
That's good.
Vision's normal.
Do you consider throwing dynamite as an attack? You said, I think last session you said no.
If you were gonna light it and throw it, it would take your full action.
Yeah, I mean, like, invisibility's dropped if I attack.
Yes. Well, invisibility is dropped if he attacks.
Correct. I would say that if you light a dynamite and throw it, yes, that you lose your invisibility.
Is this forged lit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lighting it with the forge would count as an attack. If you try to attack with the dynamite by throwing it at the lit, it would count.
No, I mean, if I tossed it into the forge.
I'm gonna say throwing the dynamite into there does not count.
Okay.
But as Joe said, the dynamite would become visible when it leaves your hand.
Or
So anything looking around the room would see the dynamite be thrown.
And I can see her back's turned to me?
You can see her back is turned, and she's like kneeling on the ground with her, and she's rocking back and forth, crying,
Okay.
just like you saw over a month ago on the Tuscarora. You could hear that sobbing coming from sounds like the other side of the shelf.
Alright, Vekni is going to put her back against the wall, and I'll hold an action as well if something comes out aggressive.
Prince is gonna make his way to that corner.
You walk over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see a woman in the corner here, crouched over with her back to you, and it looks like she's sobbing.
I'm gonna attack her.
Damn, from behind?
Yep.
You get advantage because of facing.
19 to hit.
That does hit. It slowly goes from its crouch position, slowly stands up, turns, and you see the black eyes and the black hair, and it has that pale skin. It raises its hands, and and hair shoots out from the back of its head and goes right towards you.
I'm going to, well,
It didn't go well for Vekni that time.
it serves two purposes. It'll set a distraction for this creature. It'll make guards swarm to, and then this creature has something to fight. And then they'll be distracted by fighting this thing, because this thing sucks. Fucking monster Blackcock.
Oh, Monster Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It downed me and Prince in like one hit. Now, granted, we were like level 2, but it was like, and we're both like, wah! They suck. So if we do that, just one stick, so it's just big enough to blow up that area, then Micklin and I fucking ditch and start running invisibly to get the hell out of there. And then it sets a distraction for Clad, and we can just go.
How many sticks are you gonna throw? Just one?
I'm trying to think about that, because I need to be able to hear
So,
it.
well, let me ask you this. You've got to get it in the forge, don't you?
My dex is high.
Certainly try.
Just sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand is
DC 15.
Okay, so can I?
Because you're pretty far. So you're doing it from there. Are you gonna step in the room, or
I'll
just doing
step
it
in
from
the
there?
room to do it.
All right. So 5, 10, 15. Where are you gonna put Vekni? Where you're gonna put her?
Well, I can't just do it. I need to tell Micklin what I'm doing.
Okay.
So,
Because I'll set the dex when we see where you're throwing it from.
how much should I throw? And it wouldn't blow up instantly the second it hit the fire. Give me a couple seconds, I think.
Well, actually, the way that dynamite works, it would blow up instantly.
Gunpowder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would instantly blow up.
It would have to burn through the outer shell. It wouldn't just be like.
I don't think it would even take 6 seconds. I mean,
Whatever you say.
I've never used dynamite, but I've used firecrackers, and the way firecrackers work, if you put a flame at the end of the wick and just put it right there, it's gonna go off right away. Am I wrong, Joe?
Wrong, no. I think he's talking about the actual stick of dynamite, though, not the wick.
Does that work differently than a firecracker would work?
No, I guess
Have you ever
because
lit a
then
firecracker from the other end?
I haven't. I would imagine it would blow.
It's very thick cardboard.
I would imagine it would blow up almost. And think about how hot that would be.
Either way, the wick still gets hot.
The wick, the wick would be light from the bottom of it anyway. So yeah, it doesn't. It would burn. It would blow.
Yeah,
very
if
quickly.
the whole wick is in the fire.
We're gonna do like it's pretty much instant. I'm trying to be realistic. I think that's what would happen.
Right,
Think about how hot that would be.
Realistically, I don't think that's a good idea anyway.
Vekni can do what she wants to do.
Because you're doing it right now, and you said that you were doing it, and you have not spoken to Micklin at all.
Well, I said that's my plan. I didn't say I was doing it. So Vekni's going to turn back to Micklin. I got 6 seconds, so she.
Yep. You have 6 seconds.
She says. She reaches back, grabs his hand, and says, "Follow me." So I'll pass my turn. So when it comes back to my turn, I'll do it. Because wait, no, I said that his action would follow her. I said that for his action. So she reaches back, grabs his hand, and she will. 1, 2.
When you walk through the plane of the door, you feel a presence, like you're passing through something that's what's the word? Incorporeal? Incorporeal. And you will recall what accompanied this woman the last time you fought her.
I don't remember. Her hair?
Then you won't recall. Roll a history, DC 12.
Dan remembers.
Well, I made the encounter.
Dan remembers. Were there like little squid people things living in this mist?
No.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And I was dead for most of it.
She went down really fast. He was so tilted about combats in that one. He was going down a lot in combats.
Yeah, because we're level 1 and 2, and each thing we're fighting has 3 attacks.
2 attacks.
It's still a lot for a level 1 or 2.
It's low damage.
With 12 HP, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
What is it?
12.
I definitely did not get it.
Then you don't know. Then you feel a presence as you run through the doorway.
Okay, so
You feel like there was something there, but you're able to pass through anyway.
I don't go around the table, huh?
Micklean also felt it.
I'll throw from here.
Throw it.
I'll throw.
Where's our Micklean? I think I put the Micklean model away.
I'm just using Kavari.
Yeah, that's fine. I put the Micklean away.
I'll throw 3 sticks.
3? Okay. From there, so we got 5, 10. So from like 30 feet away?
It says for dynamite you can throw up to 60 feet away.
Yeah. Are you attacking? If you're attacking, it'll be easier.
No, I'm not attacking.
Alright, so then your DC is going to be 18. Sleight of hand.
15 plus 5.
So the all 5 pieces, all 5 sticks, go right in there immediately.
3 sticks.
3 sticks.
That's 3. How many do you have left?
12. After that.
So immediately after they enter this this forge, boom! The entire forge blows up, and a whole big chunk of the building gets blown out the back. So like, there's no room. See how there's a room here? There's no room there. So part of
You forgot a detail. There's a man in the back room tied up and gagged.
Yep. He's still there.
Oh no.
He's still there.
He's not going to take any damage from it.
Yeah. He's not near it. It's 10 feet radius. It's not close enough.
No, it's not. But you know, the house seems to burn down, and this person can't find any living person. She might just attack the man who's tied up.
So now there's now a big hole where the forge was. The forge is completely annihilated.
Yeah.
You like knock it down or whatever. Yeah.
So would you say the back of the house is blown out too?
Yes. And all that shit that was there, the anvil's tipped over, all that shit's all broken.
Is there anything actively on fire?
Yeah. The building is on fire in that area. Can any of you see into the room? Can you see through the owl?
I can, but I have to do that. I don't think that's an action. I gotta read the spell, but I have to. If I see through the owl, I can't. Like my Sorin can't.
Oh, so you can't. You currently can't see through the owl.
Currently, no, I can.
All right. So you guys hear some noises coming from that back room, but you guys can't. You hear like coming from that back room. So you can't see what it is.
Okay.
That creature that was sitting with its knees, sitting, rocking back and forth, stands, turns, and it looks at the fire. And Sorin, you're not looking at it, right?
I'm outside the house.
But Vekni, you could see. It's got that long hair that almost seems like it's long black hair. Almost seems like it's like wet and alive, moving almost like snakes. And it has those pure black eyes. There is no whites in its eyes. Its eyes are just black.
Yep, I remember.
And it's got this sick blue skin, and it walks. Walk over here. Not gonna get too close to the fire. It's looking. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's it. It doesn't, because it doesn't see. It can't from here. It doesn't see anything, right? It looks very confused. Like this. And I'm going to say it's going to use its action to sniff the air. And...
Oh, you're smelling this gunpowder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would really detect you. So, that's its turn. And then, Sorin, you heard that explosion behind you.
Yeah,
And since you're facing... You're outside the building and you're facing outwards, you see there are guards around. Or, like I said, you're kind of in a main drag at the Valley Shopping Center, so there are guards around.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now then is I'm going to. I hear the explosion, catches my attention, and I turn around and I see this thing.
Okay.
I do not see where they are.
You wouldn't.
And I don't. So what I will do. How do you want to do this? This is an interesting question. I'd like to take my familiar, right, and fly it into this thing's face.
Okay. Is that an ability that your familiar has?
Yeah. The ability, the owl it's an owl.
Yeah. So what actions does it? I don't know what an owl can do.
I guess my question is that there's two things I can do, right? I can just fly the goddamn thing.
I don't think familiar's gonna attack, but you can distract it.
It's not to do damage. All I want to do is fly this thing
A
into this
familiar
thing.
can't attack, but it can take other actions as well.
Yeah, so you tell me if that's...
I'll let you fly it in front of the creature and
If
try
it
to
can't
distract
attack,
it.
if it can't attack, then my invisibility will drop, telling it to do so.
Well, it can't attack.
Yeah.
So why would your invisibility drop?
That's what I'm saying.
No, your visibility doesn't drop.
Okay.
But yeah, so you put it in front of the creature.
Invisibility drop.
Well, I didn't want it to attack and then say, oh, well, now
It can't attack.
It can.
Okay.
So, fly this thing into this thing's face, right?
And then...
No, I'm not.
This is confusing me. Let me just erase the show.
I am going to do my best. Where are we?
You're at the armor.
H. We're at H?
No.
And the front gate is right here?
Yeah, you're pretty far.
Front gate is right there?
Yeah.
It's not very far.
There would be a few minutes to walk there. So in priority, it's really far.
With the loud bang,
Yes.
I see it. I see the hag thing in there, right? I'm just gonna do my best to walk out the front gate.
Walk?
Walk. Not run.
So put yourself away from the front door wherever you'd be.
30 feet.
Alright. So that's that.
If anything, I'll use my action to dash an additional 30. But again, not running.
You can't dash to not run. You'd have to run. That's part of dashing.
Okay. If that,
Do you want to do that or no?
No, I won't. I'm gonna stop right there. I'll end my turn.
Mifflin.
There's an alley behind this building?
Can't really see. I don't know. No. I mean, in a way, you'd be behind that row, that GFEDH row.
Yeah.
You'd be behind that row.
Can we get out this way?
What's this way? East?
I don't.
Southeast is the way to the gate. There's no buildings between where you are and the gate. Is that what you're asking me? There are guards out there.
I know.
So.
Out there and in here, different.
Yeah. So, H.
So you want to run out to the guards or stay in there with the monsters?
Well, no, if we come out this, can we come out this way?
He's asking to go through the giant hole in the house.
Yeah.
That would so that would put you behind. Yeah, that would put you behind that row.
And, yeah. And we can get out, the hole's big enough for us to get out.
There's fire. It's on fire.
I'm asking because
It's a big enough hole to fit through, but you would get hurt doing it. But you can.
Okay.
You would take fire damage. It's on fire.
Right.
Well, taking damage does not drop your invisibility. Okay. So
Doesn't Kevin have like 3 HP?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The odds of you not going down is less than 50%.
And disadvantage on ability
It
checks.
says 1d. I think fire does like 1d6.
Yeah, it's It's exactly 1d6.
Yeah.
So it's 50% chance you're going down.
Yeah.
So
More than 50%.
And disadvantage on ability checks because you're exhausted.
I don't think there's any check. You just take the damage. There's no dex save. He's walking through the fire.
Oh.
There's no save. You're walking into it. You're getting damaged if you go through. But you can fit through.
Wait, you have how many hit points?
He has 3.
He has less than 50%.
Yeah.
it's bad.
Because a 3, 4, 5, or 6 puts him down.
33.33% chance
I'm out of key.
of not dying.
Maybe you have a potion. You use like a bonus action to drink your potion and then walk through. Just one
I think it'd be a lot better for us if the guards bum rushed in here.
Yes.
And saw this thing, and it's in this house with an explosion for us to just right out the front gate.
Do you think it's likely that the guards aren't heading this way?
That's why I don't want to
they're
go out
on
the
their way.
That's why I don't want to go out
They're
the
on
front
their
door.
That's also why I'm not running. Because I don't want them to notice me. I want them to notice
Cool guys never look back at explosions. Alright, so McLean will hold his turn to follow Vekni.
Okay.
And then it goes to me, I think. Vekni?
Whoa.
I think.
It is.
Bonus action, I'll drink a potion.
What kind of potion is it?
It was in my backpack. It was a potion of healing. Greater.
As long as you restore yourself to 7 HP, you cannot go down from the fire.
I gain 10, I get 14.
Yeah, so you no longer can go down from the fire.
Yes. And if I get hurt, do I drop the invisibility? I don't think so, right? On Vekni's turn, bonus action, drink that. And then she will... 1, 2, 3...
The hole's right next to where the forge was.
Okay.
So you gotta walk farther than that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Yeah, that's your movement. So I'm gonna roll your fire damage.
Sure.
You take 2. Vekni takes 2.
Oh, he would have lived.
McLean takes...
He would have lived with 1.
McLean takes 6.
Oh shit.
He would have lived with 1. Look at that.
So if you start your turn in the fire, you're gonna take another D6.
I'll dash.
Okay, you can dash it.
Well, no, yeah, so we dash another 30.
Okay. Now you're behind. So you guys are behind now.
Yeah, and we're heading out towards the fountains.
I'm gonna say, at that point, the guards aren't behind the building. So I'm gonna say that we can end the priority. Vekni and McLean, there aren't guards by you, but Sorin, there are guards rushing towards you. And they're like, what was that? What are you doing here?
I am doing as Karagon instructed, and I am leaving the front. I am leaving the city for good.
Yeah, well, you're not welcome back here. What happened in that building?
Dark magic.
From you?
No, this place reeks of it.
They're like kind of looking over your shoulder. Are they okay in there?
I don't know, but you best go take a look.
All right, and it's a bunch of soldiers. It's like 10 soldiers.
There may be innocents.
And they fucking. All right, just get out of here. And they fucking they rush into the building.
Okay. So I'm 30 feet away because I dashed 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So whose turn would it be right now? It's important for me to know.
We're out of priority.
I understand that.
Those whose turn it would be now, you never saw.
Okay. The reason that I asked, would it get to my turn now, not knowing what's going on inside there?
2 more things would go before you go.
Okay.
Actually, technically 5 more things would go before you go. Then
Let me know when those 5 things go.
it's simultaneous. So, in 6 seconds you would go.
So I go to blink my crow out. Do I feel its presence and how did it happen?
Yeah, dude.
Or am I out?
Oh, did it die? It would be dead.
Vekni will, knowing the creature's right there, will toss 2 more sticks of dynamite in the fire and then start booking it towards the front gate.
Anything else that happens is irrelevant for Sorin. I'm going to keep walking to the front gate.
Okay.
Any guards that see me?
Did you throw more dynamite?
Yeah.
Alright. So, a little while later, a couple dozen seconds later, you hear more explosions coming from the building.
Explosions and this big commotion is also a big deal because from what I remember correctly, that's also the
signal for Clyde to get the fuck out.
Yes.
And you've left. It's been hours now since you've left, hasn't it? It's been hours.
Yeah. It has. Yeah, we left.
Since you left the hideout, it's been hours, right?
No, it's been 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
Took a break.
And then we took a 1 hour short rest.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hours.
So 2 hours
Since we last left.
and change.
Yes.
And the travel that you did from the hideout to get to
It's
all
30
the way to the
minutes.
mayor's. That's another 30 minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's 1 hour. It took us 30 minutes.
Yeah, but we also had to take the boat.
And
The boat ride.
Well, however long that took.
Yeah, so we're like
We'll say 2
2 or 3 hours.
2.5 to 3 hours, somewhere in there. So Joe, or both of you actually, who is the higher passive perception between the two of you?
and 16.
Mine is passive perception.
Yeah, I think based off wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but I have passive wisdom, passive int, and passive wisdom insight.
Wisdom.
Oh, 15.
So Vekni has the highest, 16. Alright. So, as you approach the front gate, Sorin, are you with him, or you're ahead of him? You're gone?
We are taking off in two different directions to the same point.
He went towards the...
He went straight to it. We went out to the fountain.
Straight to the front gate.
But we're running.
Did you went to the fountain?
He did.
Yeah, but we're running, so we'll probably get there first.
Well, again, you pass all those statues that have all those plaques in front of them again, and you don't, right? You're not passing the fountain all the statues.
No.
Okay. All right. So you get to the gate first. Vekni, there's a huge commotion still behind where the armor shop was, and a lot of soldiers are funneling in that area, and you just hear like a lot of. You could surmise that there's either a battle or that there's something going on there. And you remember from that one night that all the carnage that these creatures cause when they show up. There's 4.
There was 4 of them, and I think we only killed 1.
Yes.
Because Tazanki had 200 HP. He was just like, okay.
It was a horrific night with so many dead NPCs and so many downed PCs. And
Vekni and Prince both went down in 1 hit. These things were no joke.
This thing seemed like a fucking joke.
You fight it.
Yeah.
Go back and fight it.
Alright.
Help the 4-day soldiers, they probably need it.
Sounds like a them problem. Doesn't not be a problem.
So who gets there first?
It would probably be us because we were running.
Okay. You're not.
Sorin made it a point not to run.
Alright.
He's just walking out.
So as you get to the gate, there are some soldiers there, not many. There are 4 soldiers that look really familiar to you in Forte uniforms.
Okay.
One of them is a very broad man, average height, 5'8" or so. Really huge back, huge soldier, huge shoulders.
Karaganda?
A little older looking. No, it's not Karaganda. Another one is just bald. He looks almost like a commoner. Another man has all tattoos on his face, and he has a buzz cut.
Why do I know that one? That one says
And another man, he just looks like a fierce soldier. And they're all wearing Forte uniforms.
They look familiar.
They look familiar.
None of those descriptions sound familiar.
Are you going to drop your invisibility?
Joe seemed to think they were familiar.
The tattoo guy sounds familiar. The guy with the tattoos all over his body?
You've seen all of them before.
I think we met them in the pub.
Is one of no.
And they look like they're waiting for something.
Go on.
That's it. They don't see you, so.
Can I roll a history to remember?
Sure. DC is 10. And DC is 8. It's very recent.
11 plus.
So you recognize Cerbrost, One Reaper, Edgerin, wearing Forte uniforms.
Oh.
Cerbrost, who's that?
Oh, those are the guys from Clad.
Yes.
Oh. That might be their escape plan.
Well, it looks like they're waiting for something.
Brost and who was it?
It was Cerbrost, Edgerin, who you really never really spoke to him, but he was a young looking fierce soldier that was locked up with Lord Henry when you released Lord Henry. One Reaper, who was the guy with all the tattoos when you released Lord Henry. Doomfist was the last guy. Getman's not there.
Oh, okay.
So that monk with the yellow bandana.
And are there other Forte soldiers around them?
Yeah.
Do they look familiar, like they were from the Clad guys down in the sewers?
No, they don't look familiar to you.
Vekni's going to get past them.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for the non-invisible Sorin to come up.
Just gonna stand by and wait.
Yeah, sure. Are there any like carriages or horses?
How close to them are you?
10, 15 feet.
You hear them talking,
Okay.
but you're a little bit too far away to make out what they're saying.
I'll keep random invisible. I'll move closer to hear what they're talking about. I'm going to make sure that I'm not in range to get bumped into by somebody.
You hear Cerbrost say to Edgerin, they should be here soon. It sounds like there's a big commotion in the city. I think that was the signal that they had said they were going to make for us.
Vekni.
You can talk to him.
Vekni will slip up behind him and whisper, "Long live the king, whose name is Lorien."
They don't react. Sir Ross just very slyly and slowly looks over his shoulder, and you're not there, and he's...
She says, "How long till you can get out?"
All four of them now are like,
Play it cool, play it cool.
Doomfist puts his hands in prayer. My lord, Temagorgos, you have finally come. It is strange that you're speaking like the one called Vekni, but I'm here to do anything that you command.
So yes, 'tis I. Vekni goes, "No, I am here."
Yes, yes, my lord. What is your command?
Sir Brosk, how long till you can get out of here? I don't know how long the distraction keeps him busy.
He looks really confused.
Yes, I'm here.
No, where?
I'm invisible.
Oh, he takes a big sigh. And the one, Edrin, the young fierce guy, he starts to look a little nervous. And Ross says, Lord Henry and the Prince already made it out of the city and are heading to Queen's Grace. We were going to use these disguises to get the rest of the Cladmen out. But we're waiting specifically for the two of you.
Insight.
Okay. Well, insight.
Just want to see if he's a turncoat. It's 11.
You believe him?
Okay.
He says, follow us. We know a shortcut through the mountains that can help you avoid the Vigor outpost up ahead. And if you recall, there was that, fortified,
we have to wait for Sorin. He's not here.
Okay,
And we have another. We have another with us.
What do you mean?
The armorer's slave brought him with us.
Again, he sighs.
He's a talented blacksmith and a warrior of his own right.
He looks like, conflicted at that. So, I guess there's no helping that. We'll wait for Sorin. Sorin walks up, and you see...
Sorin walks up like this, as he walks towards the front gate. He's all the cards, right?
Yeah. The one Reaper, the guy with all the tattoos, he goes, You're not allowed to be in this city. Come on, come with us.
As you wish. I'm not here to cause harm, I'm here to do as I was told.
Do you recognize them?
I didn't, but...
Would Sorin recognize them?
Sorin is much smarter than I am.
Alright. So you realize that these four men are the Cladmen, and they lead you out the gate.
My history is +7, so even if I think you gave him an 8 to roll.
Yeah, you're just gonna pass no matter what, pretty much. You guys leave out the gate, and Sir Bross says to you, he goes, Sorin, apparently Vekni's here with us.
Sorin looks around to see if there's anyone that can overhear the conversation.
All four of them walked out with you.
Okay. It is true. I casted invisibility on her, and we freed a slave who was with us as well.
Well, follow us. There's a shortcut through the mountains that can help us avoid the Vigor outpost.
Can I roll a history to see if that's true? If I remember.
You definitely never found a...
If I remember... No, if I remember the Vigor outpost.
When you remember?
I have no idea. We've been
Yeah, roll history.
We've been in here for like a month and a bit.
DC's
real life. 16. Oh yeah, 16.
Okay, so you remember that when you entered, you had to present that letter of passage that you got in the second session to get through this giant blockade of Vigor soldiers. So you travel a ways through this again, Vigor Valley City. There's this large valley that leads to the city. It was like a half a day walk. So you walk for hours.
So what you're saying is, invisibility drops.
Yeah. It lasts 1 hour. So it's been gone.
Yeah, I would have. In that case, I would put my Forte tabard on.
To match them. travel a few hours through, and off to the left, there's like a little bit of a cutout, and it's very narrow. And Bros says, he goes, here, through here. This is the way. You guys can go through the narrow passage.
Let me know when 8 hours has passed.
It's been, I'm gonna say it's been about 3 hours. Why don't we do a walking information?
Okay.
Rost with his giant scimitar, Edgerin, Doomfist, one Reaper. So I'll let you guys set the marching order, but I will say that Edgerin continuously insists that he holds the rear. Well, you guys can set the marching order.
Are we in a single file line?
It's very narrow, so yes, you would be in a single file line.
Who would be in front?
It's up to you.
Well, now which one would be leading?
Well, Bros is directing you guys where to go. About 20 minutes in your walk, you get to a cave entrance. So Bros says, it's right through here. He pulls out his scimitar. And everyone, all the other clad men, except for Doomfist, who doesn't have it, they all pull out their weapons. And they raise them in the air. And Bros says, all Kingsmen, raise your swords to the rightful rulers of Dovah. And they look at the two of you.
Vekni will say, my sword was destroyed in one of our battles. So she'll raise her whip.
The sword is one. And then he'll use dancing lights and make it glow.
Ooh. To Prince Lorien, the rightful ruler of our kingdom. Brosta sighs, and Edgerin looks nervous. And almost like they're worried about what's in the cave. So you enter into this dark cave. You walk through. There's no lights or anything.
Is everybody human?
Yeah. Bros lights a torch, and so does Edgerin in the back.
Well, my dancing lights are still lit.
Okay, so you can do that. And that gives you actual light to see, right?
Yeah.
Alright. But they still light their torches.
As we're walking, Vekni's going to ask if anybody has a way to heal her damage.
Would it be crazy to say that Vekni's short rested during this?
You could walk her in short rest.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, walking. Sorry, I keep forgetting. If he was on a horse, I'd say.
I would say you're not exploring because you're being led. So if you're able to walk in short rest, then sure. I don't. But you already short rested today? I don't think you do two short rests in one day.
You cannot. It's one short rest a day.
Yeah. You could ask them if they want to let you rest.
I mean, long rest though.
Nah, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
We're still. Well, she'll ask.
It has not been 8 hours, but Mage Armor still up, so.
The cave's real dark, as I said. There's you hear water dripping, drip, 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 as you walk through. It's very narrow.
I'm gonna bring my dancing lights out, about 120 feet, just 4 of them. So I'm gonna do like 40 feet, 40 feet, 40 feet, and keep one on me.
Ross says, come on, we're almost at the end. And he rushes ahead a little bit. You see him kind of descend. You approach what appear to be like these large stone steps. You enter in this larger room. There's these large trees, almost like these giant, like fungus looking. They're not really trees, just giant fungus in this big area.
Like giant mushrooms?
Yeah. The room is surrounded by high ledges. And the smallest of the ledges are about 25 feet up, and the larger ones are about 45 feet. So they're pretty. All these ledges around the room. I'm gonna roll. Just rolling against your passive perception.
Vekni, while we're walking,
Yes.
is going to hand Nicolian that clad shield that we got for some reason. I forget.
The King's Protector.
Yeah.
Well, it's magical and requires attunement.
Well, can it still be used as a shield?
As a regular shield, yes. So due to my roll against your passive perception, you do not detect any danger right now.
Okay. And then, how do you use a javelin as a melee weapon?
You can. There's staff order and the javelin. What javelin does?
Yeah. I'll hand him Ignis. Be like, I need his back. So he has a shield and a javelin.
These men, he says to you, these men seem to be pretty confident that we're safe here. I don't know if I'll be needing this.
That's just Jason Sally.
So as I said, you descend those large steps into this big room with the ledges and the trees all around. And then you hear from behind, you hear this really, really loud boom, bang, reverberate around the room.
Alright, okay. Yeah, right. He's just like, Vekni will look back.
Any kind of perception checks on this, Dan?
I rolled against yours.
Against
That's why I asked before.
Vekni will look back
She
and
didn't notice shit, huh?
pull her whip and goes, "What was said?"
So you turn back and you see, as I said, you had to descend those steps.
Yeah.
You see Edgerin at the top of the steps. And there appears to have been, to the side of that little area that entered into the room, there was a stone door and he slammed it shut.